Yo, what is up, everyone? Time for the comic book look ahead month of June. I got two guys with me today. Eric, 9 panel grid, dude. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming in.
Good morning, gentlemen. Happy to be here.
And of course, we have Taki 616, dude. What's up, man? Good morning, dude.
Happy to be here. Early. It's early.
Yeah, it's early. We're way too formal for this early. Sorry, I went right into the voice, didn't I? Let's do it. We have a couple people hanging out with us. John, Comics with Kids, what's up? Let's see what's coming out. New comic book day in June. Hell yeah, for sure. Flash, what's going on, dude? Good morning to you. And of course, we have Inja. What's up, girl? Thanks for coming in. I think Stu might be joining us in a little bit, but I don't want him to get in trouble. So I'm gonna let him do what he needs to do this morning. So we'll see what's going on. But couple little announcements before we get in there. We had a hell of a week meeting some pretty cool people. So I wanted to give a big shout out to Stu for generating the idea for Eric and I to meet Mark Russell, because that was an outstanding thing. And we just had such a great time with that. And Eric, thanks again for coming through and helping plan all that, man. It was really fun, wasn't it?
Dude, that was a blast, man. I'm still riding that adrenaline high of like having everything that's happened. Oh, it was a blast.
It was remarkable. And I wanted to play just one small clip before we get into the stuff right here. So let me play one small clip of a highlight from the show. And we're going to have a series of shorts coming out, of course, right? Showcasing some of the top moments from the show and him answering some of our questions. So I felt like this is an appropriate one to jump into. Let's do it. It's only 56 seconds, something like that. And then we'll get into these books, guys. Let's take a peek at what Mark has to say about this title real quick. This is a celebration of traveling to Mars. For those who haven't read this series yet, can you break it down for us? Like, who are the characters? What's the whole idea behind the story here?
Yeah, it's about the first manned mission to Mars. And the person they send to Mars isn't some great astronaut or somebody who deserved to go because they scored really high on some sort of test or anything. The first person to go to Mars is sent because he's terminally ill. So they know it's going to be very cost effective to send him because they don't have to bring him back. And it really is the story of his sort of like journey, his one-way mission to Mars, knowing he's not coming back, and him going through his regrets and things he wished he'd done differently during his life on Earth. So he goes from this position of being this sort of terminally ill assistant manager at a pet store to being kind of the most famous man on Earth and being this god figure to these two robots. But that's essentially the story. It's a story of regret and also a story of how we tend to be let down by the things we revere.
Oof, there you go. There you go. Travel to Mars hitting trade and collected format. And he also teased a hardcover deluxe edition hitting Kickstarter eventually. He didn't give us an exact date, but like, I can't wait to see what that looks like. And I'll probably pick that up.
I need that yesterday.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. We'll see who. Yep. Inja, good morning. Okay. So let's get into June, guys. I can't believe it's already getting close to June. And we were talking backstage about like League adding all these ads. So I'm going to try to do my best. Look at this. This like it's just ads just hitting us left and right. We never used to get that. So I'll do my best to clear those out. But if you have not used League of Comic Geeks, I do have a video on my playlist on how to get into comic books today. You can.
Wow, it's back.
Yep, yeah. I know. It's just going to keep popping in unless I pay for it, which I refuse to at the moment. So, if you don't know how to use this, I have a video on how to use it. So if you're on League of Comic Geeks, you can go to New Comics and you can actually switch up in the calendar up here to June. And how many weeks are there? There's only 4. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So,
thank God.
Yeah, no kidding. So it will be alphabetical. You can toggle that over here. There's a bunch of different settings you can adjust by just variants and annuals. I'm going to take out annuals because I don't know if we care about that necessarily.
Probably not missing anything there.
Yeah, I think I might. Well, I'll leave reprints, incentive covers. I think we should just keep it to open order. What do you think?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
get rid of the incentives.
Makes sense.
Facsimiles. I don't know if we care.
Retailer exclusives. Get rid of those.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of misprint, miscellaneous. I'll keep open order and reprint. How about that? That sounds reasonable.
What you have control over, basically, as I unfortunately found out this week with Briar number 5. But
ooh, yeah. Was that what that was an open order? That was an incentive.
That was
right?
1 in 10.
It was 1. Yeah. I messed out on that one too. You got yours though.
Yeah, I did, but it was luck.
Oh, good. Well, at least you got it though.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Spider-Gwen, dude. Yeah, that's coming out this week. It looks really good.
She hit it out the park with Spider-Gwen.
Yeah,
we're talking about nice. Jenny Frison here.
Yep. in case they didn't know.
Yeah,
Well,
get out of town.
if
You
this is your
guys?
first time watching, you're talking
is your
about
first-
watching two of the biggest Jenny Frison fans. So
Yeah, one of the best cover artists for sure out right now, I think. Yep.
unfortunately, I think she only has one cover that's open order, at least in June. It's right out the gate
Ooh.
too. We'll get
Well,
there.
yeah, we'll take a look at it now. So what I'll do is I'll just go. I'm going to be going down this list. First off, can you guys see this? Okay, is it good view for you guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
I'm sure it is. Go ahead.
All right. So let's go ahead and get through it. I'll start in the top row here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'll tell you what I'm excited for. If you guys just want to drop in and say what you're excited for. So I know I have Batman on my list, and then Bear, Pirate, Viking, Queen, #1, second print, and then #2 is coming out as well. So those are the top ones that I'm looking forward to in this top row. Eric, do you have anything up on here?
Yeah, no, big same for me. I mean, come on. Besides ASM, we're all getting that one too. So
Well, the ASM is going to have that Disney variant most likely.
Let's
So
get
you
into it.
always want to look at the open order variants for the. I guess not. Oh, there it is.
oh,
Yep.
there it is.
So if you've been collecting those and you're on this long quest of getting all the Disney variants, good luck. Because I lost count. There's got to be a website out there that shows all of them, but it used to be Disney 100. Now it's like off and it's got its own thing. And Donald Duck is getting his own Wolverine comic book pretty soon. So, like
So-
anything else, they just milk it until it's dry. And
Wow.
But
Yeah.
the ASM Disney variant has the Uncanny X-Men trade dress because that's totally not going to confuse anyone at all.
Whoa, let's go back to that again.
yeah,
Like,
they've been
All
doing this
right.
the whole time. I mean, it has nothing to do with Amazing Spider-Man. When
What's
you
weird-
come across these in 5 years, you're going to be like, what the hell book is this? Oh, the Amazing Spider-Man's inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
how do we get people to buy Spider-Man? We tell them it's X-Men.
There you
It's
go.
X-Men.
There you go. You know,
Oh,
it's
that's
might be
hilarious.
one of the reasons why it's still like the #1 seller for Marvel.
Just bait and switch.
Yeah. I mean, that helps.
I wonder why they kept that trade dress on there. I mean, it's iconic and I get it, and it matches the cover and the homage, but like, you're right.
Yeah,
This is not the first time they've done this with a title, though.
no, that's silly.
And it's not like they can't get rid of it. You
It's
know,
traditionally ASM that's had the Disney variant, and it's been Avengers. It's been a lot of different things. So
wow.
I love the bear hunt, the bear pirate Viking for the lone wolf and cub homage.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
that might get me in. What publisher is it? Image.
It's
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're safe. We know that they're pretty much done. We're going to see the whole run there with Image. So
And it's Sean Lewis on writing,
Okay.
and it's Jonathan Marks on drawing, which relatively unknown, right? Is that fair to say? Sean,
you were like, it's Sean Lewis. So I was just going to go with it and like, yeah, I know. Yeah. Sean Lewis. Yep.
Well, no, Sean Lewis has been writing forever. He's been around for a long time,
Okay.
writing all kinds of stuff. But Jonathan Marks, he's relatively. I think I'm not too familiar with a lot of his art. The first thing I ever saw from him was actually a superhero comic, believe it or not. And I was like, that's an interesting name. I don't remember hearing that name before. And then it popped up on here. And then Eric, I think I watched one of your reviews and you were talking about him as well. And I'm like, wait, this is the same guy.
Yeah,
And I made the
it's just
connections then.
so good. Like Chef's Kiss. Just
Yeah,
brilliant
It's
stuff.
really good. It's really good. But yeah, if you're in the chat, let us know if you're looking forward to any of these books that we're talking about as well, or if we're missing something. I mean, if it's not on our radar and it should be, let us know. But we have Big Herm coming up in here too. What's going on, dude? Thanks for coming in. Yep. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Sweet. Let's go down to the next one. Which ones am I looking forward to? I mean, I'm interested in Blood Hunters still, just to kind of, I mean, I'll get the main run. I'll read the main run. I'll stay away from the ancillary stuff for now. Just to kind of
piss me off yet.
Yeah, it's just too much. It's just when I saw that list, when it started to be advertised a while ago, and you saw that list on the back of every Marvel book, it's like, forget it. No, we're
Nope.
good.
But the question is it going to be good? And we pretty much already know the answer, prejudging it, but that it's not going to be good. But you never
Yeah.
know. Game related wasn't that bad.
Gang War.
Yeah. Thanks.
Unless you've been listening to a lot of Logic
Game
lately,
related
then-
was good too. Tupac and
Yeah.
oh man, I'm forgetting their name now. Anyway,
Then Logic had that remix, that mix of it too. Yep. We're only getting 4 issues of Blood Hunters, so I don't know. We'll see. Boy Wonder, that was a nice book. That was a pretty interesting one. It took me by surprise, but it didn't blow my mind. But it was better than I thought it was going to be. The first issue, I think, a soul creator doing the writing and the art is really cool. And yeah, I think that they did a good job.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one for sure.
Kanto's returning.
Kanto's returning. I don't know if I'm going to jump on board though.
I'm not either, but I know that was a big book way once upon a time.
know.
So
Booer's on this. How far do we go? We have 3 issues. Does this one say it's a final? Yeah, series. It's only 3 issues. Final. Well, no, the final series of the Shrouded Man saga begins at Dark Horse, so that doesn't mean anything. Okay, so it might be more than 3 issues, but I don't know.
Interesting.
we have Birds of Prey, which I'm still pulling, but I think some of the characters are a little different. I love that cover, and that's one of the reasons why I'll
Yeah,
still
the
pull it, 'cause-
Francavilla, whatever.
it- and Kelly Thompson's an underrated writer. She's got Black Canary down. It's just, Barda's acting a little different than she normally acts. And I complained
Yeah.
about Orphan and some of the characters. There's too many characters, in my opinion. So
Yeah. I haven't been reading. I think I read it when it was in issue 1.
yeah, I don't
And
blame
I think they were like trying to find an apartment together, and there was some gang activity out front. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I don't know if I
I
really
couldn't get serious with it until they got rid of Harley Quinn.
right.
She's just so
Yeah.
over. I'm just so over. She's just too much Harley Quinn at this point.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of like Captain Marvel was. It's good,
Mhm.
but is it good enough when compared to everything else that you got to read?
Well, that's the thing. And like I get messages every single week after Nick at Night and stuff saying like, well, you're not reading this and you're not reading that and you're not reading this. It's like, yeah, but look at the wall of comics every single week. There's dozens of issues of stuff, right? And if you're getting into it, you might recognize characters. You're not going to know any of the creative teams if you're getting into it. Over time, you develop that. But let's just say you bought one of every copy of a book that came out that week, and then you had to line them up like I do every single week and say, this was the books that I had the most fun reading this past week. These are the books that I didn't necessarily hate, but they just weren't as good as the books to the left. They just weren't as good. I would challenge anybody to read that as many books as that, and then line them up in order of how much you enjoyed them, and then just cut the back half every week and see how many books you got left. Like it's an interesting exercise.
Yeah.
It's hard, man. It's not easy, but all right. Was there anything else up here? Carnage, Cemetery Kids?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Crashdown issue number 4, the conclusion of their run. So, friends of the shows. So
And they made
that one out.
We're still talking about issue 4. So I
Yeah.
think that's a win for a first-time writer.
Yep.
I mean, I see Tom is kind of fading into the back and Ryan is moving forward. So I think it was more Tom on concept and Ryan was actually the one doing the writing. But props to
Potentially.
them.
Yeah.
Props
yeah.
to them because it could have easily just been a one and done deal and everybody just jumped on the train and jumped off. So
Yeah.
good for them.
And I liked issue number 1 was a good introduction issue.
Mhm.
I think it was handled well. I think issue number 2 was good as well. I think 3 fell off a little bit. I think some books feel like they would read better in a trade. We've all experienced this. And so like something Mark Russell brought up, which I thought was interesting, the difference between Superman and Batman was when he was writing Superman, he wrote 3 80-page stories, and he didn't have to worry about cliffhangers every issue. He can just write a story that just went. And then he only had to worry about one cliffhanger, traditional cliffhanger. Whereas in Batman, he has to write single issues and he has to think of a conclusion at the end of each issue 6 times, which is not easy to do when you're storyboarding. And so what I thought about Crashdown, I was like, I don't know if issue 3 was a good ending necessarily, but like it was an ending, but it wasn't, like I feel like it could have just went into issue number 4. Either way, it's been a fun ride. And I think that, props to the guys for putting a book out like that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're all pretty good at critiquing comics, whether it be on camera or not. So like for them to actually like put their money where their mouth is, like, yeah, at the very least, it's going to offer them a different perspective altogether when they're talking about this stuff. And that's pretty cool.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, if you critique comics, try to make one, and see how good that goes.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, just shout out to the guys. Let's see. Cult of Lamb. I think I might take a shot on this one. And I don't because Alex Packendale's writing it.
Oh.
And I got the Junie Ba variant because I just like that playfulness yet horror vibe.
Man.
So that one's coming out.
That's based on a video game, right? Is that what that is?
I would imagine. I'm not as plugged into that stuff as I was anymore. Yeah, nominated video game.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's that. So again, that might be an example of, follow the writers, follow the artists, don't follow the IP, right? Because I don't even know this was a game until now. But yeah, I'll take a shot.
All right, and there's the first one of the day that I have to add to my pull list. Thanks a whole bunch.
Yep, absolutely.
See, Nick had me before we even started.
What was that one again? I
There's
forgot.
Amazing Spider-Man, a Black Cat cover. So,
Oh yeah, I thought there was another. I thought we were in a chat somewhere else too. Where it was like, oh man, we got another one. I'm sure it happened.
You're just pre-gaming. That's all it is.
Yeah, I was pre-gaming you guys for sure.
I am going to take a chance on falling in love on the path.
Thank you. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
very
because
good
it's an
game.
image book, so I know that we're going to see a conclusion. Maybe the last time I'll say that today, but if we pull up a Vault book, I'll definitely mention it.
What is this? What does this cover immediately remind you?
I don't know. It's got a samurai on it. I got a little bit of room on my pull. This is why you make room so that you could take shots at it. And Western samurai. Okay, I'm with it. Let's go. I don't know. It's Jerry Duggan.
Yep.
So go
Chris
ahead.
O'Halloran on the
You're
color
gonna say
too.
something smarty. I'm just blabbering here. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, it just evokes, it's like Star Wars and Yojimbo at the same time here. But I'm sorry, man, I'm so burned out on Duggan. I really am.
I'm curious. I am on the X-Men side. I'm curious to see what he does on something else. I want to hear. I want his flavor just on a different IP.
So that's why I don't read X-Men.
I look forward to watching Nick at Night so I can see if I missed out.
This one definitely gives me Star Wars vibes. Like that's obviously Darth Vader in the background, right? And then like,
oh yeah,
you immediately think of like some kind of Jedi in the front and some grizzled dude and it's got. You're right. It has Yojimbo vibes. It has Lone Wolf and Cub vibes, kind of, right? Perhaps like a mentor and a student kind of a thing. Yeah. So good catch there, Tuck. I missed that one. It's on my poll though. Get Fury issue number 2. I'm looking forward to that one. Garth Ennis. Anything else up here?
I mean, there's Gunslinger, but I'm not pulling that. I haven't read that in years at this point.
Yeah, Adorably Demonic. Exactly. That's why I'm picking that cover up.
Yeah. Hate Revisited. Didn't we get that? Didn't something come out last month, or was that a reprint? Is this a new thing?
From Fantagraphics? I don't know. Let me pull up the June 5th and then July 24th. So Hate Revisited looks like, unless League is doing League stuff, right?
Yeah, that could be.
I mean, well, that's might not be their fault either. I mean, books get moved around, and we'll talk about that when we get to Kyle Higgins at some point. But
I was watching a thing on Cartoonist Kayfabe. They were interviewing Gilbert Hernandez, and he was talking about Fantagraphics and how in the beginning they were trying to, and this might be hearsay or whatever, but they were trying to stay on writers and artists to get things out on time, like their monthly stuff. But after a while, they were like, just guys, I mean, like you go to Fantagraphics for a reason, for that creative freedom and to do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And I think after a while they were just like, guys, just do what you do. You know what I mean? Like we'll figure it out, So that might be another reason. I Hate Fairyland issue number 15. Kind of surprised this is still going on, to be honest. I mean, it's a good book, but I didn't see it going to 15. That's all I'm saying.
Kaya. And there's
nobody's reading Kaya. And then
no. Back it up. Bring that mouse to where it needs to go.
Let's take a look at that Mafu.
So we'll go and we'll get them. We'll get this one out there.
I mean,
he's killing it.
Everyone in the world needs this, right? Like this should be like shipped out like they used to with like Tide samples in the mail. Like everyone needs this in their life.
Like AOL discs.
Yes, AOL discs. You should have 17 of these just stacked up.
Yeah, so we just alienated half of our. Actually, no, all of our audience is probably our age or older. So
come on, Nick, you were such a champion for Twig, and this has really nothing to do with that.
Twig, what do you mean?
Yeah,
it's a whole different team.
Twig, come on.
You know what? I actually started
watch it. Nick at Night shows from a year ago.
We don't need. No, those are not evergreen. It's not evergreen material. Don't rewatch that stuff. I'm actually reading Kaya now. I'm on issue number 6.
Beautiful.
I think me and you are tied actually.
So I'm catching up.
Yeah.
Last Mermaid issue number 4. Issue number 2 hits reprint. Yeah,
Why?
2 comes out this week in reprint.
Why?
I think 3's already out.
It's a great book. Beautiful interior art. The format, I didn't go
Yeah, the
past
format's
issue
rough.
1 because of the format. And
Yeah.
I know it's coming out in a hardcover at some point, and that's what I would go after if I want to get it. And I might want
Yeah.
to. It's beautiful.
Nice.
Awesome book. But the way it's published, how am I going to store it? Where am I putting this? In a magazine box, maybe?
It's worse. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And it's
Yeah,
worse than a
it's because
magazine size.
it's like
It's
Last
square.
Ronin. Yeah, it's like Last Ronin. It doesn't have any other books that fit its shape. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just troubled by why Image and Derek Chu decided to publish it in a monthly series, but people are buying it, so I guess I'm wrong. But it's a beautiful
know.
book.
Yeah.
Dude, I finally had to buckle down and get a magazine size box myself. So like, you know, the
Oh,
time
did
comes
you?
for us all. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting a
I know.
second one, probably this
All
week or tomorrow or something.
All I do right now is I have these white shelves. I have a few over here too, and I put them on the bottom shelf because where else am I going to put them? I put them with all my hardcover stuff.
Yeah.
So, but they're not bagged. They're not boarded. I'm just having them stacked, right? Because like my desire to keep things in mint is like it's fading. To be honest with you,
Somewhere out there in the world right now, Chet just like woke up and it gets like a cold sweat.
I mean,
Just,
yeah,
like,
I mean, everybody do you, right? So like,
there's a disturbance in the
Chet needs
force.
to worry more about 9.9 than he does about
Yeah.
Nick and his reading habits.
shout out to Chet. He's got a
Yeah.
hell of a he's got a collection, man.
Man, a
Insane.
high grade collection.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention Philadelphia is
Oh,
up there
sorry.
for Rodney Barnes fans
Yeah.
like me. This is where he's at his best. So
Yeah, I need to. A part of me wants to like catch up with this one,
yeah, me
and
too.
because I
But
hear
when
it's,
and where, I'm not sure when it's going to happen.
that's the thing, man. I have a list. We all have a list of things we're trying to catch up
Yes.
on right now, and 36 issues is a lot of issues, man. You know, so
Would not
which
the
is a shame.
backlog grows for no reason. So
I'm telling you, man.
Ooh, what is that?
I'm telling you.
Not only Rodney Barnes though, but just shout out to Jason Sean Alexander too, man. Like, who, man, his
Oh, is he
artwork
on
is
art
just-
there? I
Yeah,
forgot.
he's the artist, and he's just so fantastic.
Yeah, we'll definitely. Yeah, he was amazing. I think he got nominated too as for an Eisner this past week.
Oh,
I'm not
if he was
mistaken.
on,
you know, so
yeah,
did so
I wouldn't be mad at that.
What's going on, Critical Entertainment? Thanks for coming in.
critical.
Shout out your books. It will hopefully we'll see one
Yeah.
here. I know is Planetary Expansion number 3 out this week, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. Drop it in the chat though. All right. Did we skip a row? Yeah, we
No,
did.
no,
Okay,
you're
so let's look across. Anything hitting you?
Always amazes me the books that are still going that I had just like forgot existed.
Looking at you, Love
that's
Everlasting.
exactly the one I was thinking of. Miss Marvel.
Oh, Mutant Menace is not selling great.
That's
don't
a
think.
bummer too. Like, I mean, listen, I'm part of the problem. I'm not picking it up, but like, I love the fact that the person playing the character is helping write it. I don't know, and maybe it's just because like I don't know. I like her performance, but I just want good things for her in her life.
Yeah.
You know.
Nice. All right, so First Americans is out this Wednesday. Planetary Expansion 3 will be out in a few weeks. Okay,
Nice.
cool. Yeah, I try to keep up with I have the pamphlets and stuff, and then I try to keep up on here with when the books are coming out, and sometimes there's some adjustments. But yeah, First Americans is really cool. So check that one out for sure. I think I have it's on one of my Nick at Nights in the past. You can find it there. But great series of books though. Minor Threats. I mean, shout out to Patton and Jordan Blum, I think, for creating that universe. It reminds me of like something. I'm going to be name dropping Mark left and right, guys. So just get over it. It reminds me of something that Mark would do because it's like it's a satire, hero team. You know what I mean? And they're facing weird situations and odds. So if you like Doom Patrol kinds of things, I think you might enjoy Minor Threats. It's kind of similar vibe. All right, let's keep going. So the first one that popped in my head, and this one is Precious Metal.
Yes, I'm
For
so
sure.
ready for this.
Yeah. With Darcy Van Polgeest. How do you pronounce that last name?
Dude, Perfect. You did great.
You're like, whatever, it's fine. But so Bertram is on the art though again, so which has got me
Yes.
really excited. So yeah, this is gonna be really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looking forward to that one.
Little
And
Bird was
Hassan's on the lettering as well. Come on,
yeah, that's a team, man. And Little Bird was just such a good book. Oh, they got a Tradmore
I
variant.
got a Tradmore variant. Mhm. Limited edition Tradmore variant. What does that? What does
Oh,
that
no.
mean?
Yeah,
What does a limited edition variant mean? Oh, it's a 1 in 25.
Oh man, so let's talk about that Ian Bertram cover, man. How good is that? Because I'm not picking up a 1 in
That cover
25.
is really good, but you don't see Tradmore covers too often.
Dude,
The problem
hopefully
is,
he's
is I
working
don't
on
see
his
too
next
many
book.
too many stores buying 25 copies of it though.
You said Tradmore
good.
books?
Yeah, well, 25 copies of Precious Metal 1. Maybe. I don't know. You guys know better than
Yeah.
I would.
No, not in my shops. No.
Yeah. So
Dude, keep hope alive, guys. Come on.
Yeah, for sure.
well, if you're planning on trying to get that Tradmore, you got to jump on it right away.
Yep. Some one of the biggest Darcy Van Polgeest fans that I know coming on stage right now. Stu,
Who?
Dr. Doom's Fan
Yo.
Club.
Oh,
Ghostbusters.
Never mind.
oh clocked in,
no.
clocked out.
He was trying to he was doing this mic check.
The
It's
clock
like,
is.
"Hey, you hear me?
I tried
What's
to.
up?
What's up,
What's
dude?
happening, man?
What's up, guys? What's
How
up?
you doing?
How's everybody? How's everybody this Sunday?
Getting
Waking
caffeinated.
up.
We're getting we're
Amen.
drinking our first cups right
Amen.
now. So
Good to see y'all.
don't watch the first like 2 minutes of the show, Stu, because I complimented you a lot and everything. So like
I'm sure.
just be cool about it.
All
Just
right,
be cool.
will do.
No, I showed a Mark clip, and so yeah, I was just kind of reminiscing on that for a moment. But
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
anyway, thanks for coming in, man. Have
Yeah,
a good
man.
morning so far.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, so far so good.
Awesome.
Watched a very boring F1 race, but here I am.
Mm.
No crashes, hopefully.
No crashes, man. It was just like start and go. Nothing happened. Very uneventful. Boring race.
Just a lot of lefts.
But anyway,
Well, that's NASCAR.
a lot of lefts, a lot of rights.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep, a lot of lefts. Well,
Well, the
you,
Mavs came back and won last night, so that was shocking.
Yeah, man. I've been
Nice.
trying to get more into the playoffs.
Good luck, man.
Right.
Unless you just want to like stop collecting comic books for a while. I mean, you pretty much have to just NBA is too expensive, man.
just buckle down.
Yeah.
Knock
We
it
got to
out.
get cable or one of the, $50 a month packages.
No, you go on Facebook and you find a super fan page,
Yeah.
and they stream it right there.
Yeah, that doesn't.
That's what
work.
everybody does. For us.
Inside in the NBA is the NBA is worth supporting though. All those guys, they do a fantastic job. I wouldn't mind giving those guys.
That's good to
money.
know. That's good to know. Dr. Plagas, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciation, bro.
Good morning to you. Let's see. What? All right, Taki, you guys can just chat.
Yeah,
I have
let's
no
hope
idea what's
so.
happening.
Let's hope so. Now the SGA didn't make it. I'm not really that hyped to see Anthony Edwards, but
There you go.
I was looking forward to them facing off in the Western Conference Finals, but the Thunder just aren't there yet. So
Always next year.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
the Bucks will be back. We're going to take it all.
There we go.
I wish I had any idea what you were even talking about
Yeah.
right now. all I know is football is going to be starting up pretty soon.
There we go.
Yep. Yes, sir.
The Bears have a new quarterback.
All right, we're done with the sports.
I love it.
Don't-
I
let's
got
not. Let's just not
Bears
go
fans
there.
right here.
Yeah,
So
come on. Let's keep the Sunday morning positive. Like, let's not
I
go.
swear to
there.
God, if Brother Joe comes in here, it's over. It's canceled. Stop the stream.
Hey man, he's got a song ready from Friday night, so he's ready to go.
Yeah, are you ready for some football? Is what he's going to be
Station Flash, what up?
saying here. Yep. Cool. All right. Let's see. Oh, so Stu, you didn't miss a whole lot. So we're only in the first week still.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
let's
we're
keep
still in
going
the
here.
first week.
Profane. Like this is a cool cover.
Yeah,
It's
I
Peter
love
Milligan as well. So
I'm-
it's going to be some kind of noir thing, right? Based on just this.
Great
What's a
cover.
little head shake? Why do you got to give it a little head shake? It's a noir thing. Come on, like this is
Because
my
I
bread and
haven't been
butter.
completely sold on Peter Milligan yet. Like I read some things that are really good, but I've read some things that made me stop. And so I'm just like, I'm a little bit like, eh.
I'm ready. My
I know
body
you are.
is
I'm
ready.
here for it. I'm here
yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
And I mean, like the art alone mixed with this creative team, like I haven't envisioned what this story is going to be, and I'm just not too sure yet. I don't know. We'll see. Solving Murders in
that
Los
a-
Angeles.
Is that a Francavilla main cover or cover A?
No.
Or is that okay?
No, I wouldn't think so. Let me see if I can figure out. No, it just says main cover, so it's probably this Fernandez.
Okay. Yeah. It
Because here's
just
a
covered
here's a
from the start a
Deodato.
little bit. Oh, nice.
That looks good.
Who are
Jay-Z,
yeah.
all these people?
Ja Rule, Taylor Swift.
Yep.
That's Deodato, right? He always
Yeah.
draws the
Yeah.
stars.
That's why I
Yeah.
pulled it up. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
who are all these people?
Yeah. Right. That's very true. He always fashions it after celebrities.
So who
Seeing
knows?
him off of an AWA book though, that's kind of surprising. I wonder if
Over on Boom.
yeah, interesting.
Well, he was doing Flash with Cy Spurrier, so I think he's kind of away from AWA at the
Oh,
moment.
I forgot about that.
Kind of doing his
That's-
own
yeah.
thing. Yeah, I think he's doing his own thing.
I like him on Flash too. I like
Yeah.
I like the look of it.
Yeah. I love
Um,
his art.
Anything else up here? Let's see. Power Rangers.
Poison Ivy still going strong. Like kudos to
Yeah.
that book, man.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, we should always really take a look at the covers on Poison Ivy.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, there's Frank Cho right
Yeah,
there.
here's your Frank Cho.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great. Wow, man. Good Lord.
Uh-oh. There you go, Eric.
Hey, look at that. I know that guy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I know that
Seriously,
guy.
they need to
I
just
waited. Chris
collect all
Machado.
put all these
Yeah, that's
covers
awesome.
in like a hardcover collected edition or something though. They've been
A portfolio or something. Yeah.
like
Mhm.
some true works of art, like honestly.
Yeah. Some of Frizen's best work as well. Art Germ had
Yeah.
a few.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
actually.
and I think G. Willow Wilson is killing it with
G.
the writing.
Yeah.
I haven't read it, but this is what I'm hearing, and I know she's a good writer. So
The first arc is worth it. How about
Absolutely.
that? First arc is worth it. Like if you haven't, no joke. Second arc it kind of falls a little bit, but it's not awful. But first arc, try the first arc at least.
Yeah.
See what you
Well,
like.
And it was probably only
Agreed.
greenlit for that first arc too. And then they were like, "Oh, it's doing well. Okay, hold on, let me get the rest of the story going." And then find your footing again.
Yeah, she had an Instagram post thanking the fans for helping keep it alive and bringing it back
Sure.
for a second and third arc. So that was really dope.
Oh, see, that's good. I love hearing stuff like that.
Yeah. What was kind of
Yeah.
the perfect combination? It was actually a good story for the first arc, and it had banger covers. So like you're gonna get those random people who don't know
Yeah.
anything about the character picking it up, and you're gonna get people who like the character continuing to read it because it was a good story. So it had everything going for it. So, anybody?
Yeah,
left-
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were such a hardcore Bachalo fan.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
Dude. I stood in line for how long? It felt like at
15
least
hours.
130 hours, like waiting to just talk to this
In
guy.
Memphis,
Good.
in Memphis, me and Robbie are walking around, and Eric is still in line. And the passage of time was calculated by the shift of the sun coming through the above windows, the vaulted windows. And so it was like a sun. He was like a sundial in the shade, like in the sun's view.
Yeah.
You could just see the passage of time.
Yeah, this isn't even a joke, by the way. This is just
No,
reality,
this is
bro.
not. Yeah,
Yeah, no, he's fantastic though, man. He's
Yeah,
never done
man.
bad work ever.
Yeah.
I got him to sign that Daredevil,
Doing it
that
for so long,
Electra Daredevil cover.
hmm
It was so good.
I got my
Oh, yeah.
Shade the Changing Man right over here,
Yep.
even though you guys can't see it. But then, yeah, he signed my Death hardcover. Ah,
Yeah.
he's a cool dude, man. He's
Yeah,
such
really
a cool
good.
dude.
Yep. All right, let's keep going. Sacrificers 19. Looking forward to that. And Scarlet.
19. You mean 9?
Sacrificers number 9.
yeah,
I was
And-
it
and-
looks like 19 to me too.
Whoever does my my Fiverr edits, go ahead and edit that part out. Sacrificers number 9 and Scarlet number 1. What else is looking good to you guys? Anything?
I think you got the bangers right there, man. Scarlet, again, Kelly Thompson, underrated, underappreciated. Let's go.
Yeah. I will say that Scarlet number 1, I had an advanced copy of that and I looked at it, and the art does not match the style that we're used to in the Energon universe. I will just
Mm.
warn you guys. So
Uh-oh.
if you
That's-
like that consistency that they've been building, it's a little bit different. But Kelly Thompson, so hopefully we'll pull it together.
I'm sure it will be serviceable at the very, very least.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
not going to be bad. So
Yeah.
Scarlet fans will be happy.
Yeah, and I think they did a good job of, like, if you don't know who she is, like she's somebody that you'll be more familiar with obviously at the end, but like it's a good like action issue. You know what I mean? So it's good. All right. Space Ghost number 2. What else is up here? I don't know. Anything else? Anybody reading Shazam or Star Trek or Darth Maul, Spider-Man?
So the Spectacular Spider-Man's now a Miles book, right? And that's a
Well,
second printing?
These are second printings, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then Star Wars. One of those Star Wars has a John Tyler Christopher.
Yeah, the action figure.
The toy.
Yeah. So
C3. I hate when they spell it.
yeah, C3PO. Unfinished.
Yep. Here's your episode 1 version, I guess.
If you
or
guys
whatever.
collect those, you always want to make sure you check it out before they hit the stores, because they'll be gone.
Yeah. I learned my lesson with the Sprouse variants when they had the Jedi or whatever, right? They had the Jedi or the Sith covers, because they ended up having like 30 of those things, and I liked the first ones that were coming out, and I'm like, I want to collect these. And then when you're 15 in, you can't stop, you know.
Yeah.
You can. I
It's
feel like
Well,
this
you
is the same
can,
thing.
but you wasted 15.
You're right. And they pepper minor keys into there.
Yeah.
So yep.
Flash said something about St. John. Have y'all read St. John? I haven't read that one.
No.
Mm-mm.
Where is St. John?
I think that's up.
Up here?
1 or 2.
Dark Horse
Let's take a look.
by Brennan Wagner. I don't know.
I haven't heard about that one.
Yeah, it's brand new to me.
Yeah.
No idea.
Thanks, Flash.
Yeah,
First one
Flash.
came out in
Put it on the radar.
September, then February, then June. Ooh, that's a
Wow.
release schedule.
Yeesh.
That might be why we
Yeah,
haven't
it's
heard of
taking
it.
forever. Yeah.
I'm glad you like it though.
Check-
I mean, and it's Dark Horse, so we know that we're going to see the end of it. Hopefully, not going to
Check
go
that out.
out of business, or all of a sudden the writers get pissed off or something like that.
Not
So,
paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's saying it's Spectacular Team Up, unless they plan on changing it yet.
Okay.
And we also had these Savage Dragon covers too, these homage
Yeah.
covers. So
and you
that's
never
cool.
know what Eric Larson's going to draw a woman doing on the inside as well. So.
Man,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
lord.
Yeah, that was crazy in the last issue. All right. Let's keep going. High Republic number 8, Suicide Squad, TMNT. Okay, so TMNT Alpha number 1. I'm going to be interested in that. And all these other Ultimate books are reprints, so I guess we don't really care about.
Well,
that.
there's
Gotcha.
Ultimates. So Ultimates number 1, but that's on the next row. Let's focus
Yeah,
on
that's next row.
Yeah, I thought you jumped to Vampirilla already.
Yeah.
So here's
No, not well. I did. But
So
Change your
I
mind.
TMNT
didn't tell anybody.
TMNT Alpha.
Great cover.
Great cover. Oh yeah, it was good. So you can check that one out. I've read it. I will say that you don't need to know anything going into this book. Like it's a year after 150, if I remember correctly. But you don't need
So I
to
need
know.
to pick it up.
Yeah, so you don't need to know anything really going into this issue. They don't really blindside you. I will say that everything is displaced and everything is all over the place. So like if you're going into this issue thinking we're going to start in the sewers, if I remember correctly, so I'm going to preface it with that. If I remember correctly, it's not like we're going to show up in the sewers and Mikey's going to be eating pizza, Rap's going to be pissed, and Splinter's going to be over here. And like, it's not going to be them in the sewer unraveling the mess that they're about to get into. Like they're already where they are, and you're going to get a snippet of what's going on. And that's what you're going to see there. The TMNT series that's going to start after this, though, is going to be focused on each turtle individually for the first 4 issues. And there's going to be some incentive stuff they're going to be giving your shop, so you can ask them, like pins and display cabinets and stuff like that. So if you're into that swag, ask your shop if they have any. But
Is Jason Aaron writing this one, this alpha?
Mhm. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So Chris Bertram's on it. Jason Aaron's writing the alpha.
So is Aaron continuing what Sophie Campbell did? Do you know?
Whatever they yeah. So it's going to be a year after the last
Interesting.
series that ended.
How are y'all
So
feeling?
it's not gonna be
I
a
know
re-
y'all are Turtles fans. Y'all excited for the Jason Aaron stuff?
Yeah.
I'm excited for the Jason Aaron stuff. I wish the universe wasn't where it is with all the. I'm a little ignorant to the ancillary characters.
Yeah.
You know, the extra. I'm a
Okay.
little
It's a lot.
ignorant to them because
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for
I mean,
that,
it was what, like 60 something issues of Mirage or whatever that ended up being. I can't remember. And then 150 issues of Image or IDW mixed in with a bunch of other stuff. It's like it's a lot of history to know.
I mean, if you just read Sophie Campbell's run from one, and I forgot who the original writer was, but he was involved the whole way. I mean, though all those characters are introduced, but it's still a lot,
Yeah.
and it's a lot to manage with everything else you're reading.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
So, it's just a lot.
yeah,
It's a lot, and Sophie used a lot of characters, and they were flying all over the place, and it's kind of like what Kelly Thompson is doing in Birds of Prey. This character come from, and you try to ignore them, and then like 3 panels later, you're like, okay, now they're doing something major, and I need to know what to. So it's a lot.
Mhm.
But I think Aaron is he's inherited big universes before. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, he can handle
I just thought they were going to do a whole reboot, but
it. Mm-mm. No,
interesting.
no reboots. Yeah. And like I said, we have some Ultimate reprints and things like that, so that's cool. All right, next one down. The Ultimates. Is that where you're heading, Taki?
Yep. And
Ultimates.
there's a
yeah.
John Tyler Christopher negative space variant.
I'm sure they got all the. They pulled up. Oh, they don't have. Ooh, that's nice.
that's
Yeah.
kind of cool. All right.
Yeah, I don't think I have. Is that open order?
Yeah.
Probably. I did not grab that one. I went for cover A on that, but that might be a mistake. That's a really nice one.
I mean, I mean, this is where you could get John Tyler Christopher for cheap. You see these negative space variants going for all kinds of money. A lot of them are ratios that do, but it's a pretty nice one.
Yeah, there's a Spider-Man coming. I think it's an ASM coming out this next Wednesday. That's kind of a negative space. It's not as negative space as we've seen, but like it has that vibe. You know what I mean? So
Do y'all have a lot of them? I only have like Blade and Miles. I think
I
I
don't
have
have
Miles
I
Red
only have a
one.
couple.
Zero.
Yeah, I forget.
yeah,
Yeah,
but they're
Heard.
popular.
Oh yeah,
That's
for
one
sure.
of the things
I do-
I'm
yeah,
always
for
looking
sure.
at, because I do have the Spider-Gwen one. He knocked that out of the park. So
yeah.
Trying to
Some of
remember
them
what
are
that one
like,
looked like.
some of them are
Yeah.
undeniable. But I can understand feeling a certain way about them.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what that Spider-Gwen. Oops.
oh, good luck. I mean, I don't even remember. I mean, that could have been on a Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man book.
Yeah, I got you. Yep.
It's interesting too because I feel like David Nakayama really made his name on his negative space covers, and just that whole run he did
Oh, yeah.
coming up. So
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's interesting
I
to
didn't
see,
even
yeah.
make that connection.
yeah,
Does anyone read What If Venom?
I
Pick up
was
number
reading
5.
What If Venom, but I think I fell off on Loki. I like the Wolverine, I like the She-Hulk, and then maybe it was Loki.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, there it is, number 5.
Oh yeah, What If Venom? Yeah, that's a cool cover though. I like that.
Yeah,
Let's just
Dude, the
pull
whole-
up.
Yeah, the notion of a what if Venom is kind of silly though, because hasn't everyone in the actual universe already become Venom at one point or another? Like, who are we missing?
oh, there's Moon Knight.
damn,
Yeah,
is
that's
that
dope cover.
Sienkiewicz or something? Who did that?
It looks like it.
That looks like Joshua
Sly.
Cassara.
Keep guessing.
Fire.
Hmm.
That's fire.
Sorry, I'll pull it up again.
Lionel Francis Yu, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I told you to keep guessing, but I don't even know who it is. There's
Oh, I
a
thought you had to
signature down at the
answer.
bottom.
Man,
There is a signature at the
Daniel
bottom.
Warren
but I'm-
Johnson. There you
Daniel
go.
Warren Johnson.
He's not doing anything except for Transformers
that?
now.
that's Lionel.
What's that?
I think that's Lionel Yu.
It looks like LE. Yeah, 24.
That's fire though. Great cover.
Yeah.
It's just
All right, let me
crazy
go back
that
one here.
everybody's basically Sienkiewicz.
If you have a sketchy line and a lot of
Yeah.
grading,
He influenced a
you are
lot of people.
Sienkiewicz.
Man, he's
It's
the
okay, man. Let them
Nope.
keep chasing
There
greatness.
it is.
Where?
There it
yeah.
is.
So we have
Wow.
Vampirella, Dark Reflections, one of the
Good
better ones.
The
for
old
sure.
Lord.
Jenny of the month.
Yep.
That's fire.
Yeah.
She'll be at Heroes Con.
And
Looking
she's
forward to
this
done
again?
several Vampirella covers, but none
Did
like
your voice just crack, Nick?
Shut up, Steve.
I'm just a really big fan.
I'm just a really big fan. Wolverine Blood Hunt, number 1.
Yeah, there's a cool cover.
This
there.
might be one that I take actually, who's doing it? Tom Waltz. See, like this is, I don't know Tom Waltz. Do we know Tom Waltz? Is he somebody to follow?
I'm not.
But Kevin
I'm sure he's
Eastman
good.
has a variant.
I don't want to be a dick about it. Like I'm sure he's great, but like I don't know his work. So
Kevin Eastman has a variant though for this.
are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
There it is.
Wow, not bad.
Ooh, wow. That's fire.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Man, he did better with that variant than he did for some of the turtles.
Yeah.
I'm glad he still has it. Like you start seeing artists get older and they just aren't. What
Oh,
they
we're
used
not
to
going to
be.
bring this up now.
I know
Oh,
we're
here we
not,
go.
but
Here.
that's as far as I want to take it, though.
I will say that I think that like if you look at his stuff back in the day, you look at his stuff now, there's not a whole lot of change. How
Yeah.
about that? Like if you liked it then, you're probably like it now. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of degradation. So, all right. Anything else down here? X-Men 35. Anybody care? It's a good cover. I
It's
like
the
cover.
anniversary. It's like supposedly the
Oh, yeah.
700th Uncanny. So
Beautiful cover.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Look at these names.
That's why
too.
I'm not all Jerry Duggan out.
Duggan, Gillen, Ewing, Casara, Noto, Warnick, Lou, Simon Brooks, Ramita. Wow.
But the most
Cello.
important name is not on that list. Jonathan Hickman.
Jonathan Hickman.
I was gonna say that. Yep. It's a
Ain't that
shame.
something? Jed McKay.
Oh,
I mean, they even put
Yeah,
Claremont
is
on
this
here.
the goodbye to the Krakow era? Like, how do we not have Hickman on this?
The end of an era? You're right. All
Come
good things
on,
must come
man.
to
Yep.
an end.
Like,
$10
even just for a page or two.
$10.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, it's the last one solicited.
Wow.
You know what else is interesting?
Krakoa.
They have a variant. They have a Hickman variant on here, right?
And they're walking backwards.
Walking backwards back into the
Dude,
Krakoa
how
gates or
symbolic is
whatever.
that too? Because they
Yeah,
are in fact
Oh,
walking
nice.
backwards.
If I see the dollar bin, I'll pick it up.
I love Eric's tie there. Yep, they're going backwards, guys.
Nice.
Uh,
Nice.
All
I'm
right,
not
cool.
mad.
I'm not mad. Let's go to week 2. Ain't No Grave #1, second print. Pick it up if you haven't read it. I thought it was great. You know,
Mhm.
we'll see what it turns out to be, but it's a pull at your heartstrings kind of a story. It's fun. It's a Western. There's sci-fi elements to it. She's going to be going through Dante's Inferno. You know, like that's.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where we're headed with the story. So
Yeah,
it's
the
a cool
cliffhanger
book.
was so fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm down.
And it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Like I didn't know it was going to go in that direction necessarily. I figured she's going to do something because she's on a mission, right? And what can you do? But like it was a logical conclusion. I'm glad they went that far.
Yeah.
So and #2's out. So I would check those out if you haven't. Let's see. ASM Blood Hunt, Avengers 15, Astro City #1. Nothing really else.
What's
on
Astro
top.
City?
There's no picture for it.
Can you
so
click
I
on
don't
that real
really-
quick?
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Oh,
So
it's
this
a
is-
reprint of the one that came out way back.
Oh,
in the day.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was looking at the creators and I'm like, wait.
As my kid has
Yeah, I love-
started saying, it
I
came
love
out
that
in the
book.
1900s.
He's not wrong.
I know, but still, shut up.
Very much like a Ross kind of a perspective and cover and portrayal.
Yeah, it's
Really
rough.
cool.
Yeah, definitely. Ross did some great covers for that book.
Mhm. Nothing really else in the top row for me. All right, Barbaric issue #2. Yep, I'll be checking that out. Born in Blood. That's just a solid series all the way through.
Mhm.
It's been good ever since. the
Even though it's by Vault.
beginning. Even though it's by Volt, sure.
Wow.
Yep. Gotham by Gaslight, the Kryptonian Age #1. I know they've been pushing this book a lot. Like your shop
Oh.
might be getting some posters in and stuff like that.
Ooh, what's this?
Andy
Is
Diggle. I don't know.
Is Mike-
Dave Stewart.
isn't that a no? I don't know.
So there was a
I'm not really familiar with it. I know Andy Diggle has done a bunch of stuff at DC, like some a bunch of Green Arrow stories and stuff. I think
Mhm.
I'm not.
No, he was a
familiar
character in
with
Green
this.
Arrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
What he wrote himself into the book?
No.
I think this is the poster that your shop's going to be getting. Yeah.
So why do we need to go
Jock.
back to Gotham by Gaslight?
I don't know. We'll see. You got to
Oh,
buy this
no,
#1
man.
for $6 to
Money.
figure it out.
Yeah, I guess, but they're
Yeah.
like 10. Like, who's talking about Gotham by Gaslight anymore?
Nobody. We are right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, hello.
I see some Blue Beetle talk.
Yep, you know, but we got Blood Hunt we have to get through first.
We have Blood Hunt.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
And we got the Red Band.
Keep it going, guys.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just talk about Blue Beetle right here. I'm very surprised
for it.
by Blue Beetle.
There you go.
I wish I could remember the writer's name off the top of my head, but that's not going to happen. And the interior,
Isn't it Trujillo or something?
Yeah, it is. Jose Trujillo, I believe.
Yeah.
Interior art is pretty good, but the colors just blow me away, and a very, very, very solid run. So, very surprised. I'm still talking about it on issue. What is this? Issue 10. So
10.
I think we got a couple issues left. Yeah.
That's awesome. Would you
Josh,
recommend it for somebody who's not familiar with the
Yes.
character?
Yes, and I would
Oh, yeah.
recommend you pick up the most recent issue and see how you feel about it. I don't think you need to go, read Graduation Day, read it from issue 1. Just pick it up. What you see in issue 10 is what you're going to see. Well, I can't say for issue 10 because I haven't seen it yet, but what you saw in issue 9 is what you'll see in issue 1 and what you'll see in Graduation Day. And if it intrigues you, go for it because I think it's great.
So, like, excuse my ignorance on this, but this clearly isn't like the original Blue Beetle, right? Did this change because of the movie, or did this happen before the movie?
So I think that it was going on before the movie, but I think he took a lot of his influence from the movie. So if you love the movie, you're going to like this book.
Cool.
Because
All right,
unlike
and
a lot of other comic books, it kind of goes. I mean, it's not based in the same world as the movie, and the events of the movie are different than the events in the book. But a lot of the characters are the same. And that Blue Beetle, this Jaime is fashioned in the same way that the Jaime was in the movie. So
Okay.
and we got Ted
Cool.
Cord in there too. So
Yeah, that suit is so cool.
yeah.
I love the
Well,
suit.
and it's nice that DC like has this lineage of characters, right? And it's the thing that we see Marvel kind of try, but then backpedal so many times. Like there's always this next in line of characters, and that's going to keep the universe fresh when
Mhm.
we're sick of Captain America being Steve Rogers over and over and over and over.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, he
New 52. Oh, yeah.
Infinite Crisis. Yeah, New 52, he had his own series.
There we go.
But this is a really fresh take. It's also published in Spanish. It's
Oh,
it also
cool.
goes along,
awesome.
if you're a Power Rangers fan or a Voltron fan, like
Mhm.
from old fossils like me. It's kind of because there's a lot of different beetles now. There's a blue beetle, there's a red beetle. So
The Beetleverse.
Well,
well,
good.
we're getting there. Each one will get their own comic book too.
Yeah.
And then I'll be complaining about it.
Well, good shout out to that then. I have to check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Blood Hunt issue number 3. Interested in it. I think I was confusing Blood Hunters with Blood Hunt earlier. So yeah, Blood Hunt is what I'll probably be reading because that's the main book, right? So I'll probably be reading that one.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so glad you said that. I was really wondering why you were so hyped for Blood Hunters. I'm like, really?
Blood Hunters, man, it's
But
where it's
really?
at.
But I thought they were the same thing too.
Like,
Well,
no shade,
that's-
but really?
When you were saying it, I was following you completely, and I
I
didn't
know.
realize.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that really sink the events is they just have too many damn titles.
Yeah. Some pretty cool covers though. Let's see.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So I'll probably be reading the main ones there. What else? There's Briar. There's our number 5 second print.
There we
Oh
go.
wow.
There's that.
So I didn't keep
Jenny
it. Did y'all
instead
keep up with it after the
Oh,
first
yeah.
couple issues? I didn't. Did you? Do
No.
you guys
Oh.
keep up with it?
How do you
No, no spoilers, man. But check out a certain comic book review channel where their videos drop every Monday morning.
all right? Well,
Oh yeah.
At Fiverr, edit that out.
wow.
That's cold, man. That's cold.
Fiverr.
Fiverr.
Fiverr. I don't know who it is yet. I just call it Fiverr.
We're competition now, so
Well,
I'm
you
just
guys got
tired
to
of
wait
getting
for the
beat.
award season to start, and then you
Tired of
can
getting beaten by Robbie every
Yeah,
single
there
year.
you go. There you
So
go.
tired.
I think we're going to try to have the reviews. We're just going to do the whole category. It's going to be all a Bad Batch.
yeah. I'm really going for that, top reviewer under 17 subscriber category. It's gonna be
You have at least 45.
That's my throne. Damn it.
Oh, he has
Back
80.
off.
This is a good time to shout that out. If anybody has any mod powers, which everybody should in the batch here, please throw some links out for sure for the fine gentleman on the panel here. Great stuff. Great stuff.
If you guys are
let's-
members of Nick's channel and you're sick of the perks you've been getting, shout yourself out in the chat real quick one time.
Shout out in the chat for sure. For sure. Absolutely. Not everybody has a custom icon, Stu. Let's just remember that. Just for them. Let's see. Crocodile Black. I didn't read it. You read that one, right? Though.
I swear I saw #1 for June 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was lukewarm on it. It definitely needs more time
Yeah.
to breathe. But I'm on number 2
Great
for sure.
title.
It was May 8th. Yeah.
Great
that
name.
one. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I saw. I didn't read
I
it. I saw your
dug
review,
your
though.
review.
Oh, Philip Kennedy Johnson. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Nothing really else across the top. I mean, Deadpool maybe.
A bunch of
We'll see.
Deadpool.
Yeah, a bunch of Deadpool second prints coming out.
Yeah.
More Deadpool stuff. Deviant. I'm not reading Deviant.
Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy #2. I'm looking forward to for sure.
Yep.
First Americans
Tracy,
#2.
yes.
So
Hey, there we go.
is Critical Entertainment? Are you still on? This is one thing we might want to clean up because First Americans #2 is shown to come out this month. So just take note of that perhaps. And then God's #8,
Ah,
which is the conclusion I think of that series. So we'll see what they're gonna do, man. It's been all over the place for the last few issues. So I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but yep.
yep.
I thought #1 was coming. Yeah, I guess it was #2 then. So there you go, #2. Perfect.
The cover looks great.
Oh yeah. It's a good book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah, it does.
Let's see what else to cross top. Anything else? Fantastic Four.
And everybody sleeps on Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
Sleeping on it though? Is
Man,
it
facts. It's the art. The art
I
is
mean,
rough.
I meant like we're
The
not
art is
even-
rough.
it's not even
I'll
on
say
the
that.
radar.
But
here's your Adams cover.
Jesus
but
Christ.
it's so many great covers. I want to shout out the covers if nothing else. Like they've had, besides Ross's cover A's, man, so many of these variants have been fantastic. Pun intended. But I think like it's kind of like a one and done self-included issue type of series. Like it's not really overarching and connecting that much, but I've really enjoyed some of the stories. I think all in all, I agree with like Robbie's critique of it. Like we definitely could have better interior art. I feel the same. It does have that like late 90s digital color green plasticky type of
Mm-hmm.
vibe, but
Yeah.
regardless, I think Ryan North storyteller on this one.
Yeah, the art's not bad, but like it was just not good enough for me to keep getting the book. And I stuck around for, through issue 15, maybe when everyone had the brain on the cover, but man, it was tough. I really actually enjoyed Dan Slott's run on the title. So to be kind of let down after that it was weird, to be honest with you.
I think the last issue I read was the one where their words kept on getting mixed, like the letters were being removed from the alphabet
Yeah,
while they were talking.
That was when
that was really cool.
That's
That
when
that
Doom
was
showed up.
inventive.
Doom got introduced. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In number 7, that was dope.
I read
Who's
one
that
more
guy?
issue after
Doom.
that.
Who's Dr.
You know
Doom?
the name. It's like they took away all the letters in the alphabet except for D, O, and M, and so it was like the only thing that all the members of the
That they could
Fantastic
say.
Four could say. It was great.
Yeah, it was dope.
It was great.
I've never seen that done before. I don't think. I'm sure it's been done before, but like that was really fun to see that because you get the lettering right, and it makes it work even more. Like you couldn't do that in a movie. Things would just sound weird.
No.
You wouldn't pick up on the pattern. Geiger #3. Excited for that one.
Yes,
Probably the strongest Ghost Machine
I
book
hope
out.
it stays around. I hope it doesn't go anywhere.
It's an ongoing, so it shouldn't.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Especially Geiger.
Yeah,
and the way
Geiger's
that-
their flagship, right? So
Yeah. The way they're talking about all these Ghost Machine books too is that they're trying to create these titles in ways where they can hand them off to new creative teams. Like these are supposed to be Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain America. These are supposed to be these, creations that just they outlast their creators. So that's kind of a cool idea. I hope that what they plan on doing actually comes to fruition.
yeah,
Well, I mean, I think it was genius to hire Tomasi.
Yeah, it should be always.
I mean, and
just,
there's several writers out there that aren't working or aren't
Which
being
one?
appreciated. I love that cover.
yeah, it's a great one.
oh man,
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, we get Rook Exodus #2 this coming week. So you get
Sweet.
that. We had Redcoat last week or whatever it was. Last week, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. So that's good. Anything else across the top?
How many total issues
done.
is Rook?
I don't think we know how many issues Rook is. I don't think Rook is going to be an ongoing. So it's going to be whatever Jason, figures out or can draw, I guess. Like, how long
Well-
can we keep this pace going, Fabok? Right? It's like,
And they have it on a staggered schedule. It's not monthly. I think it's either quarterly or bi-monthly, something along those lines, to give him time
For
to do the
Rook?
book. Mhm.
well, it's been so they all launched at the same time. So when did #1 come out of Geiger? So April 3rd, and then we're on May. What's going to be May 22nd. So about a month and a half for Rook so far is for #2. So
Yeah.
and we've already had #2 of Geiger and the other book. So
Gun Honey. For all the wrong reasons.
Oh, saw an Adam Hughes variant down there.
yeah, Gun Honey for all
Yeesh.
the wrong reasons. Where's the Hughes?
Ah,
Oh, that one. Yeah.
being wrong is
But
so
that's for
right.
#1. Yeah, that already came out.
Yeah. Why did it? Oh well. Oh, this is the second print. Sorry. Yep.
Oh, okay.
The Chew variant's
Interesting.
pretty
And
good
then
too.
#2 is also out.
Oh, there's #2. Yeah. #2. There's. Oh, I thought that was Hughes at first. I think that's easily mistakable at a distance.
Good
Great
from
cover.
far, but far from good.
Exactly. Whatever you said just then. Yep. What else up here? Incredible Hulk whatever. Invincible. Into the Unbeing #1. I remember seeing this. Zach Thompson.
Yeah, I'm
Design.
jumping in on this. Zach Thompson's done some good work. Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
He's definitely got a niche for himself. He did some good books at Vaults. Trying to think what the last one was that came out that I read from him.
Hmm.
Oh, he did the Kazar miniseries a couple of years back from Marvel too.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that.
Tyler Boss. Yeah. Is this yeah, so Hayden Sherman. I was like, this looks familiar. Hayden
Yes,
Sherman's kind of
that's
like a
why.
magician of art, right? Like he can do
Mhm.
anything. He can match whatever style he needs to match. It's crazy
Ah,
good.
I wish he didn't work
versatile.
like digital exclusively because I would love some artwork from him.
Yeah. That would be good. All right. Let's keep going. I don't know if I said hi to Verno. Where is he at? Verno. Thanks, man. I know you've been here
What
for a
up,
minute,
Verno?
but I'm sorry if
Brother
I
Joe's
didn't see
around
you.
there too.
Yep, and then Brother Joe as well.
Bro,
I-
Joe.
I'm
The
off
real
of the chat,
American
guys.
hero.
The real
Miss you,
American
Brother
hero.
Joe.
Right. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And Verno, I think you were dropping links earlier. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I appreciate
Doing
you,
the
bro.
Lord's work.
Using that wrench. I don't have a wrench on Fable's channel. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I haven't given any out yet.
It's
I'm
crazy.
calling
You're
him
a
out. I'm calling him
co-host.
out. I've only been a co-host for 25 episodes. I haven't gotten a wrench yet.
Withholding as hell.
I gotta always. So shout out to Fable. He's in the middle of moving right now and doing stuff.
Yeah.
I know it's killing him to like take a little break and to pump the brakes a little bit on some stuff, but it's all for a good cause, man. So
Yep.
you're crushing
Yeah.
it. We wish you the best, you and your family, and getting things
Station,
together,
bro.
and taking care of stuff. So don't feel bad, man. We'll keep the ball rolling for you.
Yeah, man. Love you.
What else is up here? We got Miles 21. We have a new Misery #1. We have Lawful #1. We have King Spawn, Mad. Anything popping out for you guys?
I mean, I like that cover. I mean, there's your answer to your question, Flash. There's AWA right there, Little Black Book.
Oh yeah.
I love that cover.
Yeah, Jeff
Um,
McComsey.
I didn't know this comic was even out, so up
Ooh,
until
check-
now. So
Phillips variant. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Wow.
Ooh, I like that.
It's gorgeous.
I always wanted to go to like a place that had rocks like like out west a little bit.
Sedona. Oh my brain getting old. I hate it. In Arizona, what is the name of Sedona? Right?
Sedona.
Yeah. The Red Rocks and all that stuff out there. I'd
Yeah.
love to go to a
Yeah.
show at Red Rocks. That place
Yeah.
looks amazing.
I know there's places where like before you go on the tour, you have to fit through the iron bars that they put like a you must be this tall to ride this ride, but it's like a wide meter.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like you have to like
That'd be
shuffle
I
through.
ain't making it.
I'd be
Nope.
screwed. No, I'd be
Y'all
screwed.
have fun.
You had to leave my ass behind. Yep.
I'm not a fan of caves in that perspective, but like I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
an open
No
roof
way.
situation like that.
It'd
The
just be
Miles
me and the
cover is
donkeys that
awesome.
we had to ride.
Miles is decent, yeah.
The Miles cover
That's
is
great.
good.
Great.
I mean,
cover.
Ziggler's a master. Hopefully, they don't do him like they did Jed McKay. And
So 20.
but I can't really. I mean, unfortunately, like we're not. I mean, all his whole run has been taken over
Yeah,
by
those are great.
events. So
Yeah.
that cover is.
Man.
It's a good one.
Killer.
22 is the
Yeah.
last one solicited it on here, so we'll see. No idea.
Yeah, we don't got Vincentini on the artwork though. That's always a bummer.
Oh, no, that was the
But
reason to
it's
buy it.
the last issue. It looked like he needed a break though, because
Yeah.
parts of that last issue, I was like, is this Vincentini, or did they get somebody else to come in and do it? Because some of it looked like it's working, some of it just looked like him tired. So
Yeah, it was like
yeah,
80%, right?
yeah.
Let's see. Mornings. My bad. Escape from Peculiar Island #2. I read issue.
Who's that by?
Good old Mark.
Ah,
Mark and actually Bryce. Brycing
I was
Ingman.
like, Mark Wahlberg wrote a comic.
So,
Marky
Marky Mark and the Funky
I like
Bunch.
the all- I like the all red
between
cover,
rapping
though.
and praying and acting.
He's throwing comics in too.
Yeah,
I read issue #1. It took there's actually an interview that Mark and Bryce did. I can't remember how long ago it came out, but it was going over My Bad. And I would recommend that if you're a Mark fan and you don't know what My Bad is, I'd recommend watching that interview first and then going into the series, because otherwise, I mean, you might just naturally pick up on what he's trying to do here in this book. But the interview, I read it first and I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. Then I watched the interview and then I read it again and I'm like, okay, I kind of get the idea. So there's a layer of satire that we all know that they love to do that I just didn't understand before I watched the interview.
Yeah. I love that all red cover, like you said. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great one. It's an
I mean-
incentive, but it's a 1 in
Oh.
3.
Oh, okay.
Your
Oh.
shop should be able to pull that.
That's random as hell.
Everything else is tie-ins and team ups. You're not wrong, man.
Ah,
And
Yeah,
it's
if
also
you-
recycling villains that we are barely interested in, I think.
Well, and the other problem is so he's supposed to be dating Kamala in the other Miles book.
Right.
no,
So if you
uh-oh.
read the last Miles issue, all of a sudden Starling isn't there, but Kamala is.
Mm,
So you got stuff happening outside of the main Miles title as well.
yeah.
I don't know.
So
then you have
Miles, you got
Spider-
some splaining to do.
And then you have some Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man stuff going on, which is supposed to be around the same time because it's
Yeah.
both out of Gang War, and like him and Peter are going out for coffee, and
Yeah.
like it's like, man, there's just a lot of syncing, a lot of
I mean,
syncing
it's like
issues.
everything else. It's like they milk it, and then next
Yeah.
thing you know, you just can't handle it all. So then you drop it
Yeah.
all.
Yep.
And like I don't read Miles anymore. I couldn't keep up with it, like X-Men.
Napalm Lullaby, man. Eric, I'm looking forward to hearing what you say about this. I
No,
think
you're not.
you read #3, right?
Yeah, no, you're not.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have similar ideas. So in comics, what I've noticed is, and I haven't been reading my whole life. I've been reading for years now, though. But #3 is usually the issue where we get some explanations.
Yeah.
we get some more whys and hows, and we get a clear understanding of where we're going to be going, because 1 introduces, 2 like reiterates, and then 3 gives you some answers and pushes you where we're going to be going. It didn't do it.
Mm-mm.
And so like
At
I'm
all.
still lost. I still don't know what we're doing really. I don't know why they're at this revenge mission. I don't know who these characters are even, so it's like,
Well, and
Anyway.
I think that's the disheartening thing. I know who these people are, and I just don't care about them. And
Yeah.
I don't care about their missions.
It's a shame.
So it sucks, man.
it's a shame.
Yeah.
Anyway, #4. That'll be a game day decision, to be honest with you. I don't even know if I have it pre-ordered, and my shop won't buy it out of curiosity, unfortunately.
I don't blame
So-
them, especially #4.
Right. Especially when they only get 2 copies of #1, 2, and 3, because they just fill pre-orders. All right. So Night People #4, Outsiders, Penthouse #3. Plastic
Interesting
number
stuff happening
Hey.
in Outsiders.
Outsiders got my attention with the planetary tie-in stuff
Yeah.
they're doing.
But
Can you
it's
explain
way too far.
Planetary
And
to
look,
me?
we got, what is that, Jenny Hex?
Man, that would
So
that,
I mean,
I'm-
it's just too much in there. They're too
Link
far.
would be better off explaining that.
Well,
Yeah,
so
'cause
when I
he's
hear
actually read it.
Planetary, I hear Who wrote? Did Hick? Who was it? Hickman or
Warren Ellis.
Warren Ellis.
Warren Ellis?
Warren Ellis.
Yeah.
No. I'm thinking of like the indie comic Planetary. Wasn't there a Planetary?
No, it was
That,
Warren
like-
Ellis.
Wildstorm.
It was
Wildstorm. It
Yeah,
felt
but-
it definitely felt indie because it was Wildstorm, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Yeah.
What the hell am I
It's Warren
thinking?
Ellis and
It was Vertigo.
Who
It's a
did the art?
DC imprint, basically, like Vertigo, I should say.
I thought I had a
Yeah.
trade called Planetary, and it was not
It-
like DC Vertigo.
Yeah, it was.
Mm.
It was Planetary, Nick.
Okay,
John
I'll have to go-
Cassaday. John
It feels like
Cassaday
it
did the
feels like an independent, but it's really DC, basically.
Gotcha.
Like
'Cause I have it-
Milestone.
A trade. Yeah. Interesting.
Lansing and Kelly on writing though, I've enjoyed almost everything I've read from them. Like it's never
Yes,
really
agreed.
peak
Yeah.
top tier, but it's always really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Link wanted
I
to
just-
check this one out. We're gonna go over the last issue on Supreme Clientele next week. So
Nice.
I'm excited to
Oh,
dive in
awesome.
and see. I'm excited to dive in and see what it's about though. I agree with E that team is pretty solid and dependable. So we're
Yeah.
gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and see what's going on.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's another book that I keep hearing more and more about as issues come out.
Yep.
And I think I first heard Robbie making that comparison with Planetary months ago, right? Like, anyway, Penthouse Comics is not a comic that I would normally pick up. I would just cover grab, to be honest with you. So, like, it depends on who's doing it. I know Frizen had one for number 3. It was a store exclusive. Taki, I think you clarified that for me. And I don't know if it even sold out. It was a 500 copy for the color, but I wasn't in love with the characterization, so
Yeah.
drop that.
Pick it up for the articles.
Of
Red
course.
Hood does not have Sanford Green on the art right now, I don't believe.
Tony Ekins.
Yeah. So
Ekins.
Wait, hold on.
It's-
Sanford Green was doing the art on that book.
yeah, for the first couple
Oh, wow.
issues. That's why I
Oh,
dropped
wow.
it.
Damn.
So he's still doing a cover for number 5, but
Mm-hmm.
I think he might have had to take some time off to finish up Doom or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
If that's the case, man,
Yep. Worth it.
Was- worth it. Yeah.
Especially with a character like Red Hood that they'll just push around and do whatever they want with after you're done with the
Yeah.
writing it. So
Yeah,
DC
sure.
doesn't have any love for him or loyalty. So
Are any of you guys picking up this new Plastic #1? Have you guys picked up the other
Wagner?
stuff that they've done, like Vinyl and the previous Plastic series?
oh wow, I didn't realize they're connected.
Yeah,
Have not.
this is the origin of like him, but this character, I think, if I remember the solicitation. I think Vinyl was coming out when I was getting into comics, and I tried it out, and I wasn't ready yet. You know what I mean? The
And
Nick
then you
now
jump
would
into
be
Red
ready.
Room. Yeah.
Well, that was 5 years later. You know, like
Yeah.
like certain things your brain's just not ready for. You know, I was
Yeah.
reading freaking Rebirth. You know what I mean?
God, yeah.
So like I went from Rebirth to freaking Vinyl. It's like that's a jump. You know?
That is quite the jump. Yeah.
So-
It's just it's a weird, like, I don't know. It's a weird, fun story about crazy stuff, crazy, violent stuff.
There was one where like they were ambushing the mansion or whatever. It might have been like a second volume or something like that, and it was just like full of like serial killers or something, and like
Yeah.
it just
in
all got
Vinyl,
wiped
right?
out.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I was like, we finally got them pinned down, and they all were going through the air ducts and all this stuff, and like it was it, man. There's just
Yep.
body parts everywhere. Yeah. Go from Batman to that when you first start reading and see what you think. Yeah. All right. Anything else? No. Space Ghost #2. I'll be checking that one out just for the nostalgic vibe. I love this Cho variant actually. So,
Oh, that's good.
It's
Dude,
really
Cho is
cool.
the man.
and I'll admit it
Love
here
style.
now, but I watched Coast to Coast growing up, so I loved it, and I peeked at some of the earlier stuff, obviously, throughout the years. But when I read issue #1, I was so stupid and blinded, I didn't even see that the boy and girl and monkey were like his companions later on. I didn't even make the connection when I was reading them. I was like, oh, he's saving these 2 kids and this monkey. That's pretty cool. And then I saw this cover and I'm like, oh, of course, you moron. It's like, I'm just so blind.
Who's the cover artist?
That's Cho, but it's not. It's Michael.
Michael Cho. Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Cho. Yeah. Yeah. A lot
Such
of great
style.
covers for
Yeah.
this.
This one has
What's
so many
Dynamite?
bangers.
Yeah. Alia J. Lee. That's nice.
Mhm.
That's fire.
Nice. Yeah. So good. Anyway, something epic. Great second volume. I like it more than the first volume, to be honest.
Yep, Kudransky.
Shout out to Kudransky there.
Congrats on the blurb on the back of the trade, bro. That's dope.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
A Blood Commitment trade coming out soon. Me and Lost in Comics and me and Chris and Robbie got a blurb on the back of the
Nice.
cover. So
Yeah.
he reached
As it
out
should
to
be.
us. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. He's always been a big supporter. You know, he loves seeing the community's response to his work and stuff like that. So I think Blood Commitment's my favorite thing he's done so far. This volume of something epic, this volume 2 is a good contender, but I think that Blood Commitment run that he did was probably my favorite thing he's ever done so far.
Oh wow.
So I'm glad that I was able to do that, and yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Another one
now
of
that
those
you got the
writer artist phenoms.
Oh
who,
God,
you
yeah,
know,
probably
who
one
does
of
it
the
all.
best out there that does
Yeah.
both. So yep.
It's been awesome watching him get better, like right before us.
Let's check. Yeah, there's that Frozen Scarlet Witch cover too. So
Sheesh.
yeah, she's been
Nicely
doing a really good
done.
job lately. You know, I think Penthouse was the miss, and there may have been the recent Harley was a banger though. So doing a good job. All right, let's keep going. Anything else up here? Not really. I see. What about this bottom row? TMNT, Usagi, Suicide Squad, Star Wars, Spider Boy.
I mean, Spider Boy, but I'm not picking that up. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Popular.
Does that still have the heat that it did when issue 1 came out?
Well, Slot is smart, so he keeps putting like first appearances and notable things happen in it. So,
And yeah, Robbie had good things to say about that series. Like he said he really enjoyed it despite, you know, all
and
the
there's a Scotty
guess-
Young.
contentious nature about it. But
Can't
Yeah.
choose one. Go Scotty Young.
Nick
I don't
Connor.
If it'll push the book.
yeah, if that's your
Yeah.
thing.
For sure. Usagi the Crow issue number 3, Ultimate X-Men number 4, Transformers number 9, Last Ronin Revolution number 2. Got some good ones up here. I'm getting that. I'm getting Transformers. I'm getting Ultimate. I'm getting Usagi.
Yeah. I haven't read it myself, but I've heard good things about Torpedo 1972. I can't remember if it was Sleepy
Blades.
that was reviewing this
it
or
was.
maybe it was, yeah. And it's Eduardo Rizzo. Like, I'm down for
Oh,
that.
that
Man.
looks
His artwork
awesome.
is so good.
Hell yeah,
Rizzo.
I gotta check that out. What number is that? That number 4?
Four.
So 33
Four,
issues? Hell yeah, check that out.
There you go. Ooh, I like that cover too.
Yeah, that's a movie homage. Carlito's Way.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I was gonna
Hell
say it kind of
yeah.
looks like a
Classic.
one of those old Bradstreet Punisher covers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with
Yeah.
the lighting around the hair. Yeah, I
Yeah.
could see that.
Mhm.
Yep. Cool. Jubilee Blood Hunt, Weatherman. Speaking of Wagner, right? Oh crap! I just did it. I clicked into it.
Way to go.
Hold on. June 12th.
Wait. So wait.
Did it work? No. Where are we at? Here we are.
Yeah, it worked.
I can recommend you this video that gives you all the breakdowns of like how to navigate this. It's fantastic stuff.
I
That's
say it every
okay.
single time. Open a new
I'm a
tab when you
culture
want to look at a
geek,
book
I
in the future. Inevitably, I always mess it up.
So Weatherman, I don't know what's going on. I love this title back when I first started collecting, and
Yep.
just got lost with everything else. And I don't
Yep.
know if this is volume 3. It really would seem like volume 2 would have been too long for a volume 2. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I think you're right. Volume 3.
yeah. I like the concept of Volume 1, but again, that came out when I was first starting to read. I wasn't ready. Yep. Ultimate X-Men 4. I mean, if it wasn't an Ultimate line, I don't think I'd be reading it, to be honest, at this point with 3 issues in.
Well, Nick, I need to know who the secret character is.
Dude, don't we all? Wait,
It's
which one?
Peach
Her
Momoko.
friend or the villain?
You
Which
said
one?
you in your review you were like some character that's being hinted at, but you weren't like saying who do you think it is.
So her friend that randomly shows up and then is inseparable, you know, she appears and she has all the same powers of Storm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
She has a
it's-
lightning bolt in her ear. She can control wind. Things are raining in her. She gets emotional and like creates a storm inside of her room. Everything is pointing to her being but they name drop her earlier in the issues, and I know somebody in the comments corrected me on what the name was, but like it's so weird that she would have such an obvious connection to that character when that character exists in the Ultimate line already in Black Panther. It's like, why would you make a character that close?
And in issue 3, you see one of the characters like reading a newspaper, and one of the clippings is
Storm.
Is Storm from the Ultimate Black Panther book too.
Right.
So like, I don't know.
Yeah,
And
bro, that's
when
wild.
her
It's like, sorry, go ahead.
Maybe a daughter, sister.
I thought you said it really well in your review last night, Nick. Like, why slap that title, the Ultimate X-Men title, on it? It felt like it was definitely a marketing editorial move just to sell the book or push it a little bit more, but it's really unnecessary. And it's not like, I feel like it's almost a detriment to the book, you know, in some ways, because people are getting more and more pissed off because it's, you know, not really embracing the X-Men thing or the Ultimate thing.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
it's
bringing
just
readers in that don't really like Peach Momoko.
Yeah, but it's also a solid book and it's got its place, but it's kind of weird with the false advertising.
And the other thing is, like, I think so in Black Panther, there's an obvious tie-in with Khonshu and Ra, right? They're hunting down this mysterious item that Black Panther just showed, or Killmonger just showed Black Panther. So there's an obvious tie-in to the Illuminati in the universe, right? In the Ultimate Universe.
Mhm.
In Spider-Man, we have the repercussions of the bomb that goes off with the Maker, and we see how that changes Peter's life and his family dynamics, and we see like the rebuilding of that family and, you know, the next paper company, all that stuff. And then what's our other Ultimate? Is that the only 2 Ultimate books? I'm trying to think. I think that's it.
Yes.
This book, there's no line, there's no connection that I can perceive right now to the events that happened in the Ultimate Universe to get us to this point. It's unrelated completely so far. I can't think of a connection still. So I'm like, are we just learning an ultimate version's origin story for Armor? Like, I don't understand. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I feel like sorry, go ahead, Todd.
No, go ahead, Stu.
I just feel like it takes away from the book because it is a solid book, and I feel like people are waiting around, kind of preoccupied with that, waiting for that connection to be made, or you know what I mean? And it's like, what, you know, I think the book is solid on its own and really doesn't need that per se, at least in my purview. But I'm sure editorial feels differently. Sorry, go ahead, Tom.
Of course.
No, I was going to say, did we miss Radiant Black on June 12th?
I don't think we missed it.
I don't think so either. Don't go back. You're fine.
Oh.
Radiant, whatever is a book that comes out.
Well, let me just do my rant on Radiant Black. So I ordered Radiant Black number 29 on November 14th. And it has on my pre-orders estimated release June 12th. So that's not how you want to do it.
That's not right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's just another thing just another feather in the cap of people who want to complain about Radiant Black. And
Yeah.
I hope Kyle Higgins is doing okay. I hope everything's okay. But
He's getting paid by the issue. I was gonna say he's getting paid by the issue. Of course he is. But like, Jesus,
he's got a Man on the Moon book coming out this week, June 19th. So
I never got past issue 1 on that, to be honest with
me
you.
either, because he didn't help Kid Cudi out. He didn't do what he's supposed to do.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Yep. Talk about this first row. I got to get this cat from ripping my door down.
American Nature number 1. Oh, Nick, you couldn't click on it. So here we
no,
go with the
no
Santos sisters. There you go. Make sure you don't miss out on this one because you're looking for Santos sisters, and then it comes out as American Nature. And Santos sisters basically is a very kind of adult, but that's too strong, a more mature version of Archie, a little bit raunchy, very fun, lighthearted comic. And I'm excited to see if it's going to be any different or what this American Nature volume is going to add to it. So.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Super dope. I second that. I took Taki up on his recommendation a while ago, and because they had it on the same, I think I told y'all they had it on the same spinner rack as Jim Rugg and Ed Piskor's stuff. So I was like, man, if it's that close to those guys, I definitely want to check it out. And
I don't know if it's on that level, but it's on an Archie.
I know,
level,
but you know what I mean? If you like, you know, indie comics that are, you know, or just something different, it's enjoyable. It's dope.
Yeah.
If you want a grown-up version of Archie, if Archie Horror isn't doing it for you.
Absolutely.
That cover price is tough though, man. That better be like an extra size issue, $6.
Yeah, they don't
Oh,
have the.
well, I pre-ordered it, so and that's what I would recommend. I wouldn't wait for. I would get on the pre-orders with this one, guys, because your shop probably will not order it.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good one. I may have to make note of that and actually pre-order. Just get it on there. Geez, these ads, they pop up at the same time.
I'm not even sure what distributor they're with. They're probably with Diamond. So
It says Floating World Comics on here, but yeah, it's probably
yeah,
Diamond.
yeah, it is floating.
Yeah, I think
World, it
floating is
and they're their own distributor. So
Yeah.
it's going to be probably Diamond.
Yeah. They pick up all the slack, for all the.
Well, Diamond's known
Non-mainstream.
the short books too, or deliver them on the wrong weeks and all kinds
What?
of weird stuff. Yeah.
I will say this, man. If you ever find yourself in the Portland area, go check out Floating World Comics, the
Yes.
actual brick and mortar store. It's a really, really cool place over there, man. Like they have a lot. It's just different than any other comic store I've ever been in.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, E, because you could order the book right from there. So there was a Santos Sisters first print. Like all the comic shops got a second print. If you wanted the first print, you have to order it right from Floating World, and you could get this right from Floating World as well.
Yep.
If you can't find it anywhere else.
I'll talk about pre-orders. I went to where I pre-order my books through Cadets, and it says that final order cutoff was 3/31.
Yeah.
Wow.
And shipping date is 6/19. So yeah, 6/9. So that's a
So
3-month. See, I guess
So
I'm not
whenever-
hitting that one.
this is one of those that whenever the previews comes out, I search for Santos Sisters right away, and that's how I found it. So
Yeah. Okay.
just be aware
Good
that it's
call
going to
out.
be out there. If you're really a Santos Sisters fan, your shop is probably because it's not even on the Santos Sisters timeline. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep going. Action Comics, Animal Pound. Nothing really else up top.
Yeah. I'm down with this House of Brainiac storyline, though, man. I'm really enjoying the Superman titles right now.
Yeah, I
love
think
Brainiac.
Action came out last week.
Hell
Right? I
yeah,
gotta go
dude.
back and read it. Yeah. Avengers second print. Batman 149. World's Finest.
Let's check
Yeah.
Batman World Finest. Definitely gonna check those out.
Mhm.
World's Finest rules. Y'all go read that book, man. Mark Waid has been killing it for
Yep.
so long on that book.
Yeah, another issue coming out this week. I think I read the last
you know,
one.
it's too bad that he got into an argument with all the right wingers and
Did
because
he?
it's
I
such
don't
a
know. I don't
perfect book for those guys who love the golden and silver age.
Oh, right. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's too bad that politics got in the middle of it, and they're not going to be able to enjoy a book that they really would enjoy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love all the the Kingdom Come elements he's pulled on and all that stuff.
Up top here we have Blowtorch Bury the Past. That's probably from our boy, or not? Yeah, Alfred Page. Yep.
there you
So
go.
there you go. If you're into that, you can pick that. I think he had a book that came out weeks ago now. It was on my list. It just never showed up. Usually they come about 2 or 3 weeks late, and I think we're at
Like I
that.
said, Diamond.
Yeah, and
You know, and
I
if
think
you,
we're on that.
if you don't
3
have a shop that's organized, when that book comes in, they don't know. They'll put it on the shelf, and somebody will come and grab it, and you'll never
Yeah.
see your pull box.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So I mean, I'm still waiting for it to pop in. Every week he hits me up, like, you didn't get it, you didn't get it, you didn't. Nope. I mean, it is what it is. I can't do anything else on my end.
I can't believe Catwoman is still going on.
Catwoman number 66. Yeah.
Teeny Howard, wow.
Let's go, DC. Let's go,
Let's go,
DC.
Teeny Howard.
Oh man, is there anything left to
Villa
be said about
Lobos.
that?
Go Lobo. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Not that I have the energy for it.
Hey.
I mean,
Nick, have you kept up with Captain America?
no, I'm going to blame Robbie for that.
I haven't-
Because I read probably, let me look at the covers real quick. I think I read 8 or 9, 7, 8, 9, somewhere in this area.
Mhm.
And then I think I brought it up on a monthly review show and it got bashed pretty hard. Because I think it was because we had other books out there that just portrayed, what was it? No, it was Chip's book, Twilight. And it just it had the same character, right? It had Captain America in it, but it was just handled in a different, more exciting way. And it wasn't just like preachy and like backstory filled. And I think I was like, yeah, you know what? I think you're kind of right. But like that's the thing I got to work through, where like, if I like a book, but somebody else that I admire doesn't, like that shouldn't affect me that, you know what I mean? I'm trying to work through that still.
I still feel
Yeah.
I still feel bad for you when you brought up Gods, that one. like God's number 3 or
I'll
something.
stand by Gods, even though it's been all over the place. I think it's been a fun episodic thing. I think it started good.
You have
I don't know how it's gonna end.
you've been a loyal fan of that one. I gotta give
Yeah,
it to you.
yeah,
Because, like,
yeah.
you like people were not that kind to that book.
But I think everyone does that. Like they might like a book, they might be on the fence, but like when their peers start disliking it, then they kind of that's like the thing that pushes them.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
if you start pointing out the faults
Very
and
true.
things, you
Yeah,
start
that's very true.
seeing them too, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, that is he has a
It's
point.
like,
but
And and I didn't see that as a fault for this book, to be honest with you, because I kind of liked it, the bridging of the past events with the current events. I kind of like
Same.
that, but
I haven't. It's not like out of disinterest. I just like one of those ones that fell through the cracks. You know what I mean? But I'm curious. To get
right.
back to it and
That's
see
a good
what's
way to
going
put
on.
it. It wasn't
Yeah.
bad. It was just kind of, it wasn't a chore to read, but it was getting to be a chore to read. Like there was a
Right.
lot of stuff going on, and I'm like, I like the idea of the villain, right? Like putting hexes on people and stuff.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strange was a mannequin, like a little puppet in his pocket. I thought that was kind of cool. He had
Yeah,
to like
that was
project
dope.
his essence because he's doing other stuff, like getting killed. Spoilers. Over and over again. What else? Let's keep going here. Covenant, Imp Crisis, Crying Boy, Destro. No,
Displeased.
Destro, of course, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stu, did you say Displaced?
Yeah, man. That. Oh, sorry. A great one by Ed Brisson. Right. E. Is this Ed
Oh,
Brisson?
dude. Yeah, it's Brisson. I'm loving this, man. Like,
Yeah.
but the thing that concerns me is this is the last issue, and after reading issue 4, man, they got a lot of stuff that it feels like they need a little bit more time. Like,
Yeah, to
I
land
want
the
more
plane.
issues. Yeah.
I feel you. But just
Danny.
recently really enjoyed his
Mhm.
ooh, that's fire. His
Yeah, that's
sins
cool.
of or Sins of Salton Sea.
Yep.
But yeah, he's been writing some
2020,
really
yeah.
great, like
Yeah.
really great indie series here lately. So shout out to Ed Brisson.
Yeah.
He's been doing some
Yeah.
great work.
And I felt the same way about that series too, where I was like, oh man, this feels like it's going to need a couple more issues. But then I got that last one of Sins of Salton Sea, and I was just like, nah, he landed the plane.
Yeah.
He did good. So
Yeah.
I got faith
Yeah.
he could do it.
Yep. Then of course Destro. Like, really excited for this one. Dan Waters is on it,
Hmm.
so that's gonna be
Hell
cool.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go cover A on that one.
Yeah,
One
that's a
in
Oh
50.
no, I'm
Ooh,
going with that one.
that
That's a
one's
50.
cool.
That's a 50 though.
That's
Oh,
not that
no,
cool.
I'm not
Never
going with
mind.
that one.
No. Change your
Let's see
mind.
if we're-
Pay
let's see if we can
$75
cover.
for that.
I would do like $10 for it. One
For
in
a
10.
50? Yeah, sure.
Same.
Who wouldn't?
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Doctor
Sure.
Strange number 16. He's got some stuff he's dealing with right now, I'm sure, if it's tied into Blood Hunt. Faithless, Deadly, whatever. Feral number 4. I did not like issue number 1. Issue number 2 grew on me though. So
Okay.
it definitely dug itself out of a rut for me. And so issue number 4 is gonna be coming out. So we'll check it out. It's a zombie apocalypse with cats. So if that's what you
Yeah.
like, then that's exactly what it is.
If that's what you like, that's like a very
If you're into
niche
zombie
thing.
stuff.
And the team,
Yeah.
what the Stray Dogs team, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Stray Dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Stray Dogs.
Stray
So
Dogs was
I would just
awesome.
read Stray Dogs. Why do I got to read
Stray Dogs was a brilliant book. Yeah, it was so
Yeah,
good.
I think Stray Dogs is
I
much
think.
better
I
than
mean,
this,
I'm not
but
trying to say
this is good
anything,
though.
but Yeah.
I just thought issue number 1 had too many unknowns in it. Like there was a lot of weird things that happened in that book, but that they didn't clear up all of them, but they cleared up the majority of them in issue number 2. So there you go. G.I. Joe Real American Hero, a book I was picking up. I don't know why I didn't get the last issue. It came out a week or 2 ago. I need to probably go back because I liked it a lot. Especially
Is that
comparing
Larry
it to
Larry
Energon.
Hama?
Oh yeah,
Still Larry Hama.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Pictures
yeah.
are great. The covers are great. They
Let's
have
go.
black and
Cool
white
cover.
variants. Yeah,
That's
I was
awesome.
loving it. I need to
Oh,
go back and
is-
get 306.
Is that Kubert on the cover? It's got to be.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
Man,
that's
Make
that
awesome.
sure to
makes me
get all
so
300
that makes me
issues
so
before that,
happy.
Wow.
Hama and Q-Bear creating comics together again is just like, man, that just makes me happy.
Well,
Yeah, it's a big saying.
all
Big
does the
saying.
interiors though. Hubert was just doing
Yeah, I
the-
know. I'm just saying, just the
Yeah,
fact
yeah.
that he's even they're
just to
even
team
on a
up
book
at all.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Well, and not only that, but it's Andy, right? It's not Adam. Adam's
is
still
Andy.
out there hustling and doing stuff, but I don't see a lot from Andy. I think he's running the
No,
school
Andy's like,
basically. But
yeah, that's
Father
a good
son,
point,
right?
no, they're brothers. Joe was the.
Are they
father.
brothers?
Yeah.
Joe,
keep
yeah,
getting
Joe's the father, and Adam and Andy are brothers.
Oh, right.
Andy was the X-Men guy. Adam did Wolverine.
Mhm.
Man,
Not only that,
I forget the Lewis is our father's son, I think.
Yeah.
if I'm not
But
mistaken.
then they also got Emma Kubert out there doing stuff now, and I think that
Oh,
there's
good lord.
another one that's doing editorial work. So like that whole family is just like,
It's like Frazetta at this
Yeah.
point. Like,
yeah, it's ingrained with
Legends,
comics,
man.
and like they're so good, all of them.
absolute legends. Yep.
of course, we got Helena Winhorn, one of my favorite books right now. So number 3 is going to be coming
what a
out.
cover.
Dude.
Wow.
I know
That's
she's
I
just
never
too good.
thought
Cover.
I'd be so
Jeez.
excited for a Tom King book, man. But I'm like looking forward to this every
Oh,
single
yeah.
month. Like I mean, seriously, just like rubbing my hands, like, come on, bring it.
Especially now that the world, like, we're about to get into the shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it's been a mystery so far, and I feel like the book is going to feel completely different in an issue or two
Mhm.
because we're about to go into like Narnia, you know, and it's going to be
Well,
crazy.
It's like you
Getting
said
gnarly
before,
as
issue
hell.
3, something happens.
Issue 3, it's the pivot point in most stories. So, especially if they're not ongoing, right? Obviously. So, Holy Roller, a book I'm glad that exists, but I haven't been keeping up with past like issue 3 or 4.
I like the last Something is Killing the Children, Nick. The last issue.
What? No, you didn't.
Oh, there's House of Slaughter. I did.
You
I
did?
mean, I wasn't in love with it, but I
No,
was.
you
I was like, okay, maybe I'll still pull it. I don't know.
What?
Oh,
That's shocking, man.
bro.
But it's
got
going
that.
back
It's
in
got that
time, and they had the
McDonald's
same
hold on you, bro.
Slaughter character.
Oh, dude.
Every time you
Something
go
is
there, it's
killing
like,
the children.
are you going to
It's
order
the
with a
Filet
number?
of fish
that.
of books.
Yeah. What does McDonald's say when you pull up nowadays? It's like, do you have an order number or do you have a number or whatever? They always prompt you now, and I always just say no. Don't.
They had a dog. The puppies were making the monster. Something is killing the puppies. You gotta check it out, Nick. It's got a frozen cover. Come on. Something's
Yeah.
killing the
man.
puppies.
I tried it, and I was like, I don't know what we're even doing right now.
That book has just been wandering aimlessly for like 2 years. Just
The last issue is the definition of wandering aimlessly because it's a story that happened 5 years ago that has nothing to do with the current run or the conclusion to the last run
No,
or
we
anything.
don't even know what the hell's going on in the current run.
I'm saying, it's lost.
I heard Skull Crushers. There's some fans out there for that book, man. I get some comments every week about you didn't pick it up, or oh yeah, I keep reading it, or I'm grabbing it. So people like that run. Immortal Thor, he's reading that one, and Hellblazer. We've been digging that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
This next issue of Hellblazer is a couple different writers and a couple different artists with independent stories. So it's like 3 or 4 stories in one issue. And there's one story that connects. It doesn't connect, but it continues the themes. They all continue the themes that we've been having so far, which is basically like unearth all the evil and the rottenness in that world, like that dark world, right? In America as they're traveling down Route 66. So like that's the theme of this the next issue coming. So
Cool.
pretty interesting, but definitely I think it's a step back from what we've seen so far. But it gives other artists and one other writer a chance to kind of shine. I think Aaron Campbell actually writes an issue, a story in this next issue. But does all.
I'm down for that then. Yeah,
So,
you piqued my interest now.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just it's
definitely.
different than what we've seen so far. How about that? So
Fair enough.
Yep.
Listen, I got to dip out, fellas. Real
Yeah,
quick.
man.
I appreciate
We gotta.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Later, man.
Of course. Always love
See
shutting
you
down with
Sunday,
y'all.
man.
Y'all have a good one.
Just to check out
Yeah,
Doug
man,
Dude's fan
likewise.
club, Supreme Clientele.
Yes.
I'll plug everything
Wednesday
for you.
nights. Yes.
Station.
Wednesday nights,
Yeah,
guys.
man.
Thanks, man. All right, let's blast through this next week and a half. We talked about Moon Man a little bit.
Jim Mafu cover for Moon Man.
Mafu cover for Moon Man. Where's it at? There it is. Undeniable.
Ah,
That's a really good one. Dude's got some crazy style.
You don't need to read it though.
yeah, that's the unfortunate.
Nah, you don't need to read it.
Oh.
Nightwing number 115 got some Eisner Awards somehow.
That's where Tom Taylor is.
What?
He's
Nightwing?
in isolation on Nightwing. Tom
Yeah.
Taylor, the X-Men need you.
I would have
Do
been
they?
down for that, man. I'd be more excited for a Tom Taylor X-Men than almost
X-Men
any of the
was
other
good.
X-Men announcements that we've gotten. Almost.
Nothing really else up here is blowing my mind. Not reading Christopher, not reading My Little Pony, not reading
Come on, let's get to One Hand. I see it. I'm
One
staring
Hand
it
issue
down.
number 5. Great,
Let's
great
go.
book. Yeah, Ron V. Dan Waters writing companion pieces, alternating. great experiments, back and forth, learning
Mhm.
this world through their different eyes. So shout out to them for doing that. Cool
Yeah.
variant covers as well.
I
But
love how
but-
they all connect too. Like you can like make this big, it's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that initially. It looked like they would, but I didn't pick up on it. There's your Radiant Black, your 0.5s.
All right, we already heard the rant for that, so
Yep,
it was
Rat
delayed
City.
1 week.
Rat
Talk
City
City loved it.
Yeah, no kidding. Red Lights. What else we got down here? Scorched. Red Coat number 3.
There we go.
Yeah,
Red Coat is so fun, man. That is like I've said
It's
it before.
fun.
It's the most fun book that I'm actually reading right now. It's like if I just need like a palate cleanser where I'm like, oh man, this book was heavy, I'll jump right into Red Coat because I'll just be like, I'll be right back into the comic mood.
yeah. And all my concerns about Red Hood right now is the longevity of the book. It's not the individual issues so far. It's more about like where are we going with this whole thing? Because right now it reminds me of what was that? There was a horror book that came out a while ago with a mystical axe. What was it? It was
Sounds
part
like-
of the
Oh,
Brian Hill House run.
It was
The Hill
there was a
House?
refrigerator full of heads, and then there was
That's
the
it.
one a basket full of heads thing.
Basket full of heads. It's got a basket full of heads vibe to it in issue number 2. So we'll see where
Yeah.
it can go
She
from there. Sensational She-Hulk number 9 right there. I think we have one coming out this week too.
It's an Adam Hughes
Mhm.
cover, I believe.
Is there? Yep.
Not the greatest, but not bad.
Not awful. I like
It's
what's happening.
Yeah. Adam Hughes is pizza, man. Even bad Adam Hughes is good Adam Hughes.
Exactly.
I don't know. I had some Costco pizza the other day and I was like, it's
Oh,
not as
no.
good as it used to be.
Mm.
If it was ever good. Spawn, Spider-Woman, Academy Blood. Oh, that's a second.
Yeah,
page
but
for
yeah,
Strange
don't
Academy.
don't get lost in the sauce on that one. That's not Scotty Young. So
Oh, well, there you go. That's all I
Yeah.
need to hear. Turtles, Black, White, and Green, issue number 2. Then we got some subsequent printings for Ultimate Spider-Man, and we have Spider-Man number 6, Ultimate, of course. And then Uncanny Valley number 3. I'm still on the fence with the series, honestly. Right, I liked issue number 1. I didn't like issue number 2 that much. And then we have issue number 3 coming out, so we'll see. But besides Spider-Man, I think Uncle Scrooge and the Infinity Dime number 1 is probably my favorite one coming up with Jason Aaron, and we have
Come on.
Alex Ross cover. Come on.
come on, what about the real cover? Show us the real cover. Thank you, Nick.
I'm not doing that one.
Nobody's doing that. Come on. Oh,
Fable
am.
is.
I'm totally buying that one for sure. I'm double dipping on the main cover and Uncle Frank, man, for sure.
Yeah. Uncle Frank, we love you, but
That's right. What else is going on down here? So we have Vampirilla. I don't know why these other ones keep popping up. We saw that a couple
Yeah.
of weeks ago. Floating World. Separation
cover on that
Anxiety.
one looks cool.
Which one?
The Vengeance is
Vengeance.
for the living.
Yeah.
Looks like David Lapham, maybe.
Yep. It's definitely got that indie vibe to it.
Hmm.
What's going on, Charlie? Thanks for coming in, dude. Mountaintop Comic Review Podcast. Love to do a
Hey.
collaboration sometime. Yeah, man, we got to check you out. See
Thank
what's
you,
going
sir.
on. Yeah, thanks for coming in, dude. Appreciate
Heck
you.
yeah. More comic
keep-
content is always good.
Yeah.
Dope.
And then Wonder Woman issue number 10, we get number 9 this week. So we'll be checking that out, seeing what's going on. I love the art in that story, but it's just stories. I don't know what a better word is besides heavy-handed, honestly, to use for that. I
That's why
gotta
Robbie criticized it way back.
I gotta increase my vocabulary to figure out to pinpoint that, to dial that in a little bit tighter. But I feel like
Tom
that's-
King could help you with that too.
Oh God, I bet he could. I bet he could. Just stick to Helen, man. Just stick to Helen. Absolute Power
Yeah.
Ground Zero. I think we had a free comic book day, Absolute Power. I didn't read it, but I heard there's some stuff in it that might be interesting. So
I didn't read it either.
Yeah.
got to check that out. Armored number 2, number 1 came out last week, and I ordered it, but it was, again, it's one of those indie books that's just gonna probably come late. Michael Schwartz is on this one, and I follow him online right now, and he's got some pretty cool work, some pretty cool things out. So I'm interested in getting my hands on number 1. I just haven't been able to get it yet. So
It's a good
Looks
cover.
like
that would
Yeah.
draw your eye in from the racks,
well, yeah, look at number 1. Number 1 would do it too, in a way. It's like,
Oh yeah.
looks like some kid's imagination going crazy, and he's having to like fight demons and stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's a book that I was interested in, just haven't been able to get my hands on it just yet. Let's see. Hey, Kat. Batman Off-World issue number 5. Loving the series. Glad issue number 5 is coming out. Anything else? Blood Hunt number 4. We talked about that whole run.
Yeah. Are you guys reading Beyond Real? Did you guys stick around with it?
Is that
If you
Zach?
started it? No. Yes, Zach
Yeah,
Kaplan.
Kaplan.
hmm
No,
Yeah.
I read issue number 1 and it reminded me of the Matrix in a way, and I was like,
Mhm.
I don't know. And then first, I just didn't read it. Corona's on it, I know, so that would be good. Well, there's a lot of artists on here, so I
Whoa.
guess not.
I was gonna say Jorge Corono had not been the artist previously.
Riccardi, Liana.
Yeah.
Okay, this might be like, I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know, but that's different. That's news to me.
Yeah, not reading it though. It's good.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent book. It's fun.
Okay, that's good to know. We have Blood Hunt. We talked about that. What is this one? Blood Squad 7, number 2. So if you're into the whole what's his name, Joe Casey stuff, I think you're going to dig this one. I actually read issue number 1, and I think it was pretty cool. It has that vibe to it, right? If you liked, what was it, Dutch? I think.
Yeah.
Right. It's in that universe. So
Yeah, that could be
was
cool.
a cool book.
Yeah, I dig on Joe Casey. He's been doing a lot of good work for a lot of years.
Yep. One thing I'm looking forward to in here though is Berserker, the Face Full of Bullets issue number 1. Let me just check this creative team real quick. Okay, so
Oh.
Jason Aaron's on here. So yeah, like anything Berserker, there's only been one shot of Berserker that I just didn't love, and it was the Atlantis with the Kraken issue, and that even wasn't that
Oh,
bad.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
the one
say
that came,
that was so
yeah.
good. Steve Scroce on that one.
No, it was good. It was fine, but like story wise, I think the next issue when he, what was it? It was the woman. She was like a queen, and like she convinced him that things were evil, so he wiped out like the entire empire. You know what I mean? Like
hmm
I loved that issue. That one blew me away. So anyway, Berserker's still good. It's still got some good stuff in it. And it might not, it probably shouldn't, right? Like it's a premise that seems like it wouldn't have a lot of potential. Well, it would have potential, but like the execution of it would be vital.
One
of course.
shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, one shot
Right.
potential. I mean, but they did okay with the regular series. So
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Conan right now. It reminds me of Conan because it's
Mhm.
like an unstoppable force meeting episodic, having like episodes every time it comes out. And it's
Yeah.
one and done and it feels good. Speaking of Conan number 12.
no.
I mean,
We're not going to
yep.
talk about Cave Woman.
Cave Woman?
I
No, I
can't
mean,
believe
we
you missed that one, Nick.
Oh, we can.
No, I
What-
mean,
what-
we don't have
Good
to.
lord.
What do we know?
Never mind. Never mind.
God.
Yeah.
From the makers of Gun Honey.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. I couldn't make the connection there. Conan, man, look at that cover. It's so cool.
Oh,
Yeah, that is
I
cool.
love that.
yeah. Go do yourself a favor. If you're not picking up Conan, just go get it. I don't care who you are. Everyone needs to read that. It's so good.
Yeah,
I'm so happy for Jim Zub.
me too,
Dude.
man.
Yeah. Like Marvel
is-
did not deserve him.
He's doing really, really fantastic work.
And you know he's going to be given the space he needs. And
Yeah.
he's going to be given the commitment that he needs. So good
And if-
job for Titan. I'm glad
Yeah.
that Gun Honey money paid off. They're just spending it good. Well,
And if this number 12 scares you, pick up Savage Sword. Go on issue number 2. And Richard
Yeah.
Pace was in the art last issue. Telling you, it was amazing. But that shouldn't dissuade you though. Like definitely catch up on Conan and then pick up Savage Sword. It's really good.
Yeah. And Conan's one of those awesome titles where, like, I mean, you'll be more enriched, or more enlightened if you read it from number 1. But by
Yeah.
no means are you going to be lost. Like, you could jump into anywhere and just be like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, for sure. The first volume specifically is setting up still what's happening in issue number through issue number 12. So
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Savage Sword is incredible. Yep. Volume 2, or arc 2, I should say, like that was a little bit removed, but there's like a rebirth thing that might be useful. And then it sets up where we are in this current run right now. So I think
Yeah.
we're, what are we, like 2 issues into the current arc, like the third arc, I would say.
I think
Something
so.
like
Yeah.
that. 2 or
Mhm.
3. Yeah. So that's been really, really good. Daredevil, I know you're reading that one, E.
Yep.
Keeping up with that.
It's
Nothing really-
worthwhile. Good, not
Yeah.
great.
Nothing else up top.
Salahuddin Ahmed, basically.
Right.
I mean,
Yep.
that he's serviceable. very, very good writer, but he's never gonna blow your socks off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Department of Truth number 23. Holy crap, that's coming back. Wow. When did we
I
get the
swear,
last
man,
one?
if they have-
22. Wow.
So I've noticed that James Tinian is losing a lot of weight. I want fat James Tinian to write though.
He's looking good. He's trimmed up a lot,
Yeah,
man.
I'm glad.
He has,
Good for
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's I mean, he's got a lot of success, a lot of money.
I would
And
give
he's-
that one a shot so long as there's not 4 pages worth of like notebook pages on Bigfoot. As long as we can skip over that stuff, then I'll jump back in.
And penmanship, and you trying to read it, like, what does this say?
Yeah.
We return to where it all started in Dallas in 1963.
Yeah.
Man,
Okay.
it's got my interest, man. And Martin Simmons is
Yeah.
still on it, so I'm interested.
Well, that's a good team, in all honesty. I mean, they
Mhm.
killed
Well,
Dracula.
with Dracula? Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
So
Yeah. They got nominated for an Eisner as well. All right, so we have Detective, Drawing Blood, issue number 3. Probably a series I wish I grabbed, Drawing Blood with Eastman.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get number 1. I saw it on my shelf. I don't know why I didn't get it.
Is Eastman really on this, or is it like is Eastman the name
It
that's
could be a
being
bait and
used
switch.
to?
I don't know.
It's. I think he's being used to sell the book. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I skipped it.
It could be. Follow New Journey of Shane Bookman. I guess that's the character. Yeah, I don't know. You're probably right.
Well, I think it's supposed to be like a retelling of the story of Kevin Eastman.
It's
Using
like a
different.
satire. Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Does he buy a tank? He probably has to buy a tank.
Oh, I can't
Probably
wait for
in the-
issue 17
probably.
where he gets that tank.
Issue 17. Yeah, I
I
like his
was-
covers
I
though.
took you serious at first. I was like, yeah, 17.
Yeah, there needed to be an Easter egg of that. I'm sure these covers are chock full of Easter eggs that are
Oh yeah.
only he would know. Yeah, cool. Late night sushi. I'm sure him and Peter got sushi.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else up top? I don't think so.
Detective. I mean, Detective's great, but
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about it constantly. So
Yeah.
no, and
When
I
is
thought that
Rom
Ron.
done? When is
I
this
was
all-
about to say that. I thought issue 1085 was supposed to be his last issue, and then all of a sudden this comes out and he's still on the title. So I'm like, okay,
Nice.
well, I guess we're still here.
He's on 87. Oh, I think 89 was his last one.
Was it 89? Okay, I
Mhm.
remember they announced it, but I couldn't remember the name or
Yeah.
the number.
Yeah, March is on the art for 88.
Props
Yeah,
to
looks-
DC for letting him do his thing.
Yeah.
Dude, heck yeah.
I mean, I'm anxious to see if there are any big character changes coming out of Rom's run, because again, this is like a rebirth of Bruce Wayne's Batman. Like he's
Yeah.
supposed to have a whole different perspective. And I just wonder, it's like, okay, are we gonna ignore that entire thing 3 issues into the next writer? You know what I mean?
We
Like,
will.
what's gonna carry forward, if anything, right? Like that's my only thing about that.
Yeah, see, I'm not worried about that. Like, because I think you're right. They're not going to carry that stuff through, but that's
Right.
okay because it's not the first time it's happened. It's
Yeah.
not the last time it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna appreciate this good lengthy run that we've gotten, where it's
Mhm.
kind of a character study on Bruce and Batman.
It's true. It's true. All right. Flash number 10. Garbage Pail. Gotcha Man number 1. Oh, there was a free comic book day of that, so you can get a preview of that if you happen to pick that up. Nothing really else across the top.
Yeah, not much.
Ghostbusters Back in Town number 4. I read number 1. I was like, oh my god. No, wasn't a big fan.
Yeah.
David Boer's on this, so like that's why I bought it, to be honest with you. And because I was excited for the movie, and then the movie got shitty reviews, and then issue wasn't
Oh,
great. And
Don't listen to the reviews, man. That movie's a lot of fun. A lot.
I'll
of fun.
watch it. I'll watch it still because I'm just a mark for Ghostbusters, right? So
Yeah.
just the right age for that, no matter what is put out. Godzilla, King of Monsters. We got a bunch of Godzilla stuff. We had like a
Okay.
30th. Didn't we have a 70th anniversary or something like that last week?
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Or something like
Yeah.
They have a JLA crossover. Harley Quinn number 41. Let's just check out the covers real quick. Make sure we're not going to miss anything.
Oh, you know, there's
Uh,
gonna be something good.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
Uh,
No. Oh, Frank
What?
Miller.
oh, that's kind of cool.
I mean, it is, but what does it got to do with Harley Quinn?
That's the thing. Yeah. I was
Oh,
like,
I get it. I get it. I get it.
Oh, it's got the happy face.
Francavilla. Francavilla.
Francavilla.
Oh.
Not bad. Yep.
No.
I just wish it wasn't Teeny Howard. But we digress. Gromit's number 1. I know number 2, sorry. That one's coming out. Rick Remender. I'm interested in number 1. I got that pre-ordered. We're checking that one out. So that's gonna be good. What else up here? Gun Hand. That one slipped my radar. Hack/Science for Hack/ versus Science Room number 1.
Future Eisner nominee.
Did you see her short? Did you see Zoe's short? She's like, I got nominated 5 times for Eisner bait last time, and I lost them all. And I got nominated for Hack/.
So she knows that she shouldn't really be nominated, is my guess.
That,
I mean,
or
she
she's just
joked
very
about
humble.
it.
She's just very humble and like surprised that like.
Well, she's good,
anything
but
good
Hack/.
comes her way.
Yeah, maybe for art, but I don't. Eisner,
Great artist.
Yeah.
She
for sure.
deserves.
She's a good storyteller too.
Yeah,
It's just
she
that
is.
Hack/ isn't their own property, and they were like issue 4, wrap it up.
Which was
So-
I said that in my review. I'm like, she needed 2 more issues
Yeah.
to really let this, because I didn't mind it, man. I did not mind it. It was a bunch of badass chicks in Xavier's mansion just fighting demons, right? That's exactly what it was, and I liked it. And then all of a sudden that last issue comes out and they pulled like a She-Hulk almost, where it was like, okay, we got to wrap this up. We need to have 2 pages of like transition from current state to the very end of the book, and then we're going to have like 2 more pages of just wrap up. And I was like, dude, she needed another 2 issues.
Yeah.
It really did her a disservice. So I don't blame her. I blame the publisher for that. Like, they need to do better. But let these artists tell the story let these creators tell the story they want to tell for as many issues as it takes. Stop holding them down to these like 3-4 issue caps, you know?
That's
So
why
mad.
do yourself a favor. Just go read It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth, where she got to tell, her story from start to finish, and deserved all the nominations and all the accolades, because that book is really great.
Yeah.
Do they have trades for Conan? Probably.
Ooh. I think they had some come out.
Yeah. Ghostbusters was really good, Herm says as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I liked what Mark was saying, because he Traveling to Mars was 10 issues and he had more to say. And that he convinced them to do 11, and they did 11.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it shouldn't be the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Exactly.
If it needs to be 6 issues, it needs to be 6 issues, I hate that. Anyway. And we rarely see them cut it short. Like usually they want to, if it sells, they usually want more out of them, So anyway, not enough on that. We all think she's great. She just got done bad on that last run by the publisher, I think. All right. What else we got? Across the
Gotta
top
look at the
here.
covers for Jackpot.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should be
Huh?
I should be on that.
Oh, nothing great there though.
No.
No, cover A is good, man. You can't go
Cover A's
wrong with
not
Phil
bad.
Noto.
Cover A all day.
No.
Of course, we got Scotty doing some stuff. Pride variant's not great.
Mm.
Scotty's doing Scotty stuff. He's channeling his inner Peach Momoko with these white backgrounds. It's not, you know what I mean? Of course, he's been doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
When he gets paid the amount that he gets paid, and without doing backgrounds, why put him on there? Doesn't matter.
Those are just con commissions at this point.
Yeah.
With white backgrounds. Man's Best number 4, a series that still has to. It doesn't have to prove itself to me as much as it did from issue number 1, but it's still a book where I'm like, I could probably take it or leave it, but I want to read it still. So
yeah, I couldn't have said it better.
It's
big
good.
time agree.
And it's really weird that this and Feral came out at the same time. So it's like, which one do you
competing with each
pick?
other. Yeah.
It's like, the two different disaster movies coming out at the same time from 2 different people
Or remember a couple years ago we had like 6 wrestling books all at once.
that were all good.
Dude,
all
do a
good.
Powerbomb just like wiped the slate. I felt bad for everyone else.
But like Crimson Cage and wasn't there another
Can't
Hell's a
remember.
Squared Circle?
I loved that one. That one was
All
so
3
good.
were outstanding. Like
Yeah.
I can't remember a time where I was like, okay, which flavor do I like better? All of them were great, but Do a Powerbomb was longer and awesome. So
Yeah.
Local Man, definitely a cool universe. I'd check this one out. I like it. I'm gonna try to jump back into that.
And I'll be following Brian Hill on his continuing Blade with Midnight Sun's Blood Hunt.
Dude,
Where's
thank
that?
you for shouting
Oh,
that
okay.
out. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, it's a good call out.
Yeah, so let's hope that. Wow, can't choose one. Go Scotty Young.
Yep.
So hopefully he just comes in guns blazing on this and was just like, man, they did my series dirty. Let me pick back up and right the ship.
Yeah. Next week, number 1 comes out. So if you guys want to follow that.
Yep.
What else we got? Monstrous, Moon Man, Darkwing, Knights, Murder by Mail, No One, Nottingham.
I'm not
Anything
gonna say
jumping out?
nothing about No One. I'm not gonna beat that dead horse.
Yeah.
So,
Penguin number 11. I'll be getting that one.
Oh, that's
That's-
right. Is that scheduled to? Is that like an ongoing, or is that going to end at like issue 12?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Let's pull up number 12 and see.
There we go.
King
Will
is-
Penguin
Oh.
survive his final issue?
yeah, it's about time. He's
was
writing
gonna
so
say-
many books.
I'm gonna
And
say
Tom
he's gonna be
King-
fine.
Yeah, he likes doing a 12-issue series and then just calling it a day.
Yeah, so definitely probably the highlight of the rows here. Power Girl, Primer, Project Cryptid. That's a series. That's one of Mark's series I never really got it. I think I read the first 3 issues. I'm like, I don't know what's happening here. I don't get it. But maybe it's something I need to revisit. Number 10 though.
That's crazy.
I think it's a good writing prompt because he talked about the writing prompts and how fun that was. This is probably a whole project that's just writing prompts for him.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I did to Google like what are the craziest mythological creatures that are native to like America and Mexico, and like he just researches them. He's like, that'd be a cool short story. That'd be a cool short story, and then he just cranks those out in his style. I could see how it would be fun for him to do that, but
Mhm.
yeah. Anyway,
Power Girl covers. Eh,
that's an homage, right?
yeah,
Something to like Superman. Yeah.
and one of her first covers too,
Mm.
which might have
Okay.
been an homage. Oh, I like that one.
That's pretty cool. I like the Brainiac face
Yeah,
or skull, whatever.
I like the line work and the shading on the colors.
Yeah. The
Looks
jacket
very
looks really good.
pencil. Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Cool. And then what else we got up here? Rare Flavors, last issue, right?
Let's go.
So let me double check. Yeah, 6. Final, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. I like the cover. He's like wrapped in his own documentary film. That's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Dude, yeah. Felipe Andrade is just like he's become one of my favorite artists
I love
nowadays.
cover.
Like just so good.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. They have a little bit of ground to cover, so we'll see what they do in issue. But they tend to be able to do that really well in their issues.
Hmm.
So we'll see if they can close it out.
Yeah, right now this one's teetering. Like I think it's just a step below Layla Star, right? But if they really nail a land or
Oh.
like land the ending, this has the potential to go above and beyond.
Did they have a cigarette
you.
issue?
Do they have a
No,
what?
they did not.
Cigarette. Okay,
No,
because that's what put Layla Starr over for me, and it will always.
that was
That
the
was
most.
like that
yeah.
was a needle drop moment in the comic book industry when Ron V wrote a whole comic book
What,
from
like
the
issue
point of
2
view
or
of a
3?
sick. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the hardcover behind us, and I need to revisit that. That was the only issue that confused me at first because I didn't pick up on that fact until I started watching other people's reviews. It just wasn't obvious enough for me, and then it should have been because it feels like it was quite obvious on a reread. But like
Mhm.
after that was one of those issues where I didn't realize the brilliance of it until after the fact, which
yeah, the
happens all the time. You know.
Yeah, the finite nature of everything, right? Entropy.
Mhm. Yeah, everything's burning. All right, so what do we got? Rook Exodus number 3. We get issue number 2 this week. Sam and
There we
Twitch,
go.
same thing. Issue number 3 this week. Savage Dragon, we're seeing a couple duplicates now.
so I guess they're dropping all of
Rogue.
Rogue Sun, and they're dropping all of Radiant Black, Superverse, Massiveverse, whatever its name is, all in 1 week. So if you're a
Yeah,
fan
we
of
had-
that, good luck.
4 issues
mean-
of that universe in one way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Savage Sword of Conan number 3. Can't wait.
There we go.
Best book out. Who's on art? Just want to check real quick. Corey Nord.
Oh, Kerry Nord, he did.
Oh wait, Frank is
Dude.
on this writing.
That's right. I remember hearing about that. That Zub was
Okay.
taking basically a break on this series. But let me tell you, Carrie Nord has done awesome Conan work in the past. When Dark Horse
here's
had
his
the
cover.
license, when Dark Horse had the license, and Kurt Busiek was writing it, Carrie Nord was the artist, and it is some of
Worth
the
it?
best. Oh yeah, it's some of the
Okay.
best Conan work ever.
All right. Okay, we'll see. I'm optimistic.
I'm here for it.
6 fingers, so we get one hand and 6 fingers at the same time. That's gonna be
Mhm.
cool. There you go, Taki. There's your Something's Killing the Children for all your Frizzen fans. We have a decent one right here.
Very good.
Yep, face is different than what she normally does, but
It is,
aesthetically,
yeah.
everything else is the same. It's a very different face, right?
I like it.
Different shape. Yep, flexing a little bit there. Yep, cool stuff. So if you're following that, you can grab that one. I just want to look at this Skin Deep. What is this one? Flow Woolly. I don't know what this one is. It just looked like a cool cover.
Silver Sprocket Publishing. Never heard of that.
Well, they did that spool unwinding or whatever that book was I just reviewed, and they also do
Okay.
that 69 book. What's that one weird book called? I can't remember.
The pee pee poo poo?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Is that the one? Okay.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
All right.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, they have a lot of weird books, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, Everything Sucks. That's what the other one was called.
Well,
Okay.
cats
This
go
book?
to hell.
Yeah, I read this one too back in the day. It's just, you know, if you're really into like Fantagraphic kind of things, I mean, you might dig that kind of a flavor. So
That's
but
cool.
It takes a little to get used to. Yeah. Spectrograph issue number 2. I'll check it out, but I swear to God, if we focus on the chick's kid for one more page.
What do you not want to focus? We don't know what happened, Nick. Are you just
I
saying
don't
you're
care.
okay? You're okay with this baby being left alone? Say it on stream.
Are you promoting child abuse? What? And abandonment? Hey, she did everything she could to help that kid out. She has bad friends that work in corporate gigs that they can't step away from, apparently.
Wow.
What's up,
Creepy.
Damien? Thanks for coming in, dude. What's up? We're about to be wrapping up here in a minute. Word is Alien Publishing is releasing some Valiant issues too. Nice. Okay. It's good to
Yeah.
know.
I love the OG Valiant from way back in the day when Jim Shooter was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking up Spider-Gwen. I'm going to give it a shot. I love this cover too.
That's a good cover. That's a good cover, A.
Yeah.
Is that Peter and Miles?
Steph-
Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
And
you
someone
might be
else.
right.
Yeah.
Well, there's look,
Yeah,
that
I
looks
didn't-
red. That looks pinkish, but it has a glove. Oh, that's only on the 2 fingers. That's all fingers are gloveless.
Peter Miles and somebody.
And somebody?
Mhm.
Interesting. Oh, it's probably in the solicitation. Peter Parker, Miles, and
Oh,
Silk.
Silk.
There
Yeah.
you go. See, look at that. Look at that research.
Here you go.
Let's see. No cover. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Shattered glass. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Cool. Yep. Good call out. What else we got? Superman number 15.
Yep.
That's really the only one up top here. There's a High Republic Saber for Hire issue number 3.
I'm
TMNT.
surprised Superior Spider-Man's still going on. I love that cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
the
no
homage.
idea that
For
there
me
was
to
even
ask,
a
right?
Superior Spider-Man book though.
Mm-hmm. That looks good. Then we have some Ultimate X-Men reprints. Black Panther number 5. We get number 4 this week coming up. So that's gonna be good. Ooh, look at this Ultimate. There's your
1 in 25 though.
Tyler Christopher. Yeah.
Oh,
Tyler
it's a second
Christopher.
print.
1 in 25 on a
print.
second printing. Wow.
Can't wait to see how much that's gonna be.
Which, man, like, why are
You
they
just get
doing
the
a 1 in
order.
25 second printing? If you knew that the book was going to be that popular, why didn't
Yeah.
you just print enough copies? That doesn't
And
make
why
any...
would you use the cover from an open order book from a couple weeks before?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, they did put a little digital tech behind it,
Oh yeah.
killing the effect.
Okay. I'm not mad.
That's worth the extra $20.
That's right. Maybe if it will even be that. Yeah. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Didn't like issue number 1. So issue number 2's got a little bit of proving to do, I think, for me
too
personally.
many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
we'll see.
remember what was it? Was it Venom or Carnage? Where Ron
Yes.
was writing, and
Why
he
not
was writing
both?
with Al Ewing.
Yeah.
It was Venom. He was writing it with Al Ewing,
Mhm.
Ewing, and it wasn't as
Yeah.
good as it normally would be.
And then
So,
he picked up Carnage and took it. And then
Yeah.
yeah, right. Yep, you're right. And we got some more Moon Knight Blood Hunt stuff, Vampirilla, Ultimates #1 second print, Void Rivals number 10. So there you go. I think we again we have one coming out this month or this week.
World Tree.
World Tree 11. I dropped that one. I think I
Yeah.
dropped it like 6 or something like that. Whatever the second arc started, so 6 or 7.
Yeah, you lasted longer than I could.
I just couldn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter number 1.
Oh, let's
Hell.
go.
The hell is that? Wow. Antarctic Press. 1 of 4. Sweet. That's
Let's
cool.
hope they get all 4 issues on that one.
Yeah, hopefully. Wolverine Madripoor Knights number 5. I thought I was going to read this run. I loved issue number 1, and then I started reading number 2, and I fell off somehow,
Yeah.
and then I just never kept up.
There's just too many like
there's
Wolverine
only so many
adjacent
books.
titles.
Yeah. Yep. Archie Comics X-Men number 1. Oh, that's a third print blank. Third print.
Oh, that of all the blank covers though, that would be a cool one to get a sketch on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
If you can get the right guys on it, yeah. for sure.
Exactly.
And then we have a number 4 for 97 right there. First, and you know, if you've watched the series, it's brilliant. I know a lot of people are waiting to binge it, so
It's time.
I envy you. You get to watch it for the first
I
time.
watched 2 episodes last night, not from 97, from 92.
There you go.
I still
I'm
love
starting
those.
from the beginning.
I need to do that because it's been a long time, obviously. So
Mhm.
Magic, Blood Hunt Magic. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It just depends on the team, really.
I mean,
it's
it might be a
Ashley
good book,
Allen.
but why has it got to be Blood Hunt?
Ashley Allen. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
No disrespect, but
Nice cover.
good covers.
Rod Reese.
Cover, yeah.
Mhm.
Heir to Apocalypse number 2, and Zatanna Bring Down the House number 1, and we have an Art Germ variant for that one,
Yep, I'll be
which your
picking
shop
both.
probably has posters for, so you can take a look at
Oh,
that.
really?
They should. Jimenez
Oh.
cover.
That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, I like
too.
that cover.
Those are all
But-
good.
That's yeah.
You know who we're missing though.
Oh, got to go to issue 2.
That's true. Oh, is that a hint?
There you go.
Oh, you're right.
And she
Forgot
put
about
her
that.
Jenny face on it.
She did. Yep. All right. There we go. I probably ordered that. I probably had that one ordered. They're all good though. Yeah, they're all good covers. Okay. And then Zora number 3. Everyone's getting that one from Keen Spot. So I think we got some decent books coming out. So that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's looking
It's been a
solid.
fun month.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good month for sure. Anything else left in the chat? I know some people were talking Mountaintop. Yeah, Charlie, I gotta check you out. So I gotta go back in and see what you're putting out there, man.
Yeah,
Yep,
definitely.
congrats on the blurb. Yep, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yep. Cool. Well, guys, thanks for joining me, man. I know we went to extra innings today. So yeah, definitely appreciate that.
I picked up a bunch of books. There's a bunch of stuff I would have missed otherwise.
know.
So.
I was
I
gonna say
know.
I didn't have Berserker on my list, so
Yeah.
I don't think I have it on mine either. I gotta make sure that it's on mine. Yep. I gotta
Yep.
go back now. Now I usually spend 20 minutes. I get a second cup of coffee and I spend 20 minutes making sure my poll list is up to date.
Yeah.
So, but real quick, we got a lot of stuff coming out. Obviously, Trivia Night over at Blood Splatter Chatter. So make sure to check him out. You guys are having a blast doing that whole stuff. So
that was a
That's-
fun video. Y'all should watch it.
yeah, those are always good. And I know Manny just put out his review of Flash. So there's Manny's putting out some amazing content. I don't know how he does it, but he's got a new video out. So make sure to check him. Of course, PCB Movie Night. We had Risky Business. We have continuing the Tom Cruise movies. So you can check that out. E with his 9-panel grid reviews every single Monday. So make sure to check that out as well. Of course, PCP did Legend as well. So you can check that out on movie nights. And then, of course, Supreme Clientele every Wednesday night. You can check them out as well. And then Taki Man, you've had your videos out. I didn't see your thumbnail, but what do you got coming out?
I don't have anything coming out.
No?
You'll catch me Blame Fable Friday nights when that returns, and then you'll see me here once a month. That's it.
Yep. Awesome.
And then
Eric,
hopefully there'll be a Rock and Robbie live tonight, maybe. I don't know, or Sunday nights.
probably. I didn't see
Yeah.
a thumb for it, but yeah, you can always check Sunday nights for Rock and Robbie
And
Live.
Is something happening this Thursday?
This
Monthly-
Thursday?
Monthly comic book review.
That would be the 30th, I think.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so
Next
the 30th we'll
Thursday.
be doing. Yeah, next Thursday will be the monthly comic book review show. Yep.
Now next
I go in.
week from
I go in our chat and I scroll up until I'm annoyed by how far I have to go, and then I'm like, oh, that's as far as I'm going to promote. So that's it. But Eric, man, I know you're on a bunch of other stuff. I think you were on Robbie's movie night, right? Last time.
I was on the Risky Business video, so go check that out. That was a lot of fun talking over a movie I had not seen, even though it's like one of these, well-known things of the 80s. So that was a lot of fun. Got my comic review video dropping tomorrow morning, and a whole slew of Mark Russell goodness. So go check out the full interview. And look at all the highlights that all of us are going to be putting out there, because there was a plethora of them.
Oh God, yeah. That was really such a good interview. So make sure to check it out. I remastered it, so if you watched it live and you noticed all the connection issues that we were having, I got all the raw footage and I spliced it all together and I chopped everything up, and so it's like the best possible experience for viewing that. So if you watched it live and you missed out on a lot of his responses, or you didn't hang out because of the technical glitches, go watch the rewind, because I remastered it and it's perfect right now. So absolutely check that one
and
out.
knowing the amount of work you put into it, please, everyone, go. Go help him out, man. He Frankenstein that together somehow, like beautifully.
I was determined to make sure that we had a gold copy of that experience, because it was well worth it, I think.
Yeah.
So thanks again, guys. I really, really appreciate you. Will there be a giveaway? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think I've ever done a giveaway before. So I need
you need to give us books first, Toby. You give us some of your books and then we'll give them away. How does that sound?
Yeah. I got a couple no prizes for everyone. Y'all get one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
You made it to the end. You made it to the end. So now
If
your pull list will be even more better. You'll still be chasing books. Trust me.
Yeah. Giveaways are fine. It's just not a technique that I've ever used. So I know it's a good thing to do, but I need to figure that out and see how to do it without like feeling like it's rigged. You know what I mean? I'd have to do it live and like pull it up and do all the stuff. So like, yeah, I'll think about it. Always got stuff remastered. Impressive. Yep. Yeah, dude. It took a while, and Mark was really cool to get back on and finish uploading his video. So big props to Mark for doing that for me. So
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, guys, that's it. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Taki. Thanks, Stu, for coming as well. Thanks, Eric, for coming in, dude.
Yep,
I
my
appreciate
pleasure.
you guys, and y'all take care.